Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
As the long summer days start to transition to fall, Itawamba Community College will come alive again for its 75th year. For the past 3/4 of a century, ICC, or IJC, has provided a service of quality education to North Mississippi, the region, and beyond. The very essence of ICC lies within the students, faculty, staff, administrators, and a vast number of alumni who refer to ICC as family or simply home. Starting on September 1st, we will begin a year-long celebration to honor the 75th year of the best community college in the state and beyond. We hope you will join us as we reflect on the great memories, friendships, lessons, and accomplishments that this institution has shared with us over its storied history.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Good evening and roll Tribe, ICC fans, as we're coming to you live from Ellisville, Mississippi, where tonight your ICC Indians will kick off the 2022 football season against the number 11 Jones College Bobcats. I'm Adam Gore, and let's crank up the Davis Ford pregame show. And joining me tonight in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth are the good Dr. Brad Boggs, along with the myth, the man, the legend, that is Mr. Jim Ingram. Guys, football season is finally here.
You know, it is, Adam and Mr. Ingram. You know, it's always an exciting time of year. You know, you roll into this weekend. You know, of course, there's a lot of events, a lot of football that's going to take place. High schools have already started. You know, we've got a weekend of that. And now JUCOs are getting started, as I still call them, community colleges. And then you got the big weekend this weekend. A lot of good activity, you know, of course, as we always talk about. You know, we don't know what we're going to see, really. You know, this is a new season. Obviously, we haven't seen Jones on film. They haven't seen us. And so, new players, Mr. Ingram, it's exciting because we go out there and we see this is the first game jitters. You try to get that out of yourself, out of your system, work through those, and we hope we're going to do that. We've been preparing hard, and I know you've probably seen the guys practicing out there. This heat has been terrible, and so it's trying to see. I know these guys are tired and they're ready to hit on someone else.
No doubt about it, Brad, and we're glad to be here tonight. You know, school's been going on. This is our third week, and as Brad mentioned, we got a big weekend coming up. College football is kicking off tonight, Thursday night. There'll be some games, of course, Saturday, pros in another week. But as Brad mentioned, our team, we have a lot of unknowns. We've got 61 players dressed out tonight. 37 of them are freshmen, 24 are sophomores. But also on the other end of that, I looked at the starting lineup. 15 of our 22 starters are sophomores, so we're bringing back some experience, at least starting tonight. But we got to build some depth. I know Sean Cannon and the coaching staff are excited. He's got a good coaching staff. They're tired of hitting each other, and they're ready to hit another team. We'll see tonight what happens.
ICC fans, don't forget you can help support ICC by joining the Alumni Association or by giving through the foundation. Visit iccms.edu and then search for Alumni or Foundation for more information there. When we come back, Lee Adams had a chance to catch up with Coach Sean Cannon to talk about tonight's matchup with the Bobcats. We'll have that in part of the Coaches Bank Okolona Keys to Victory as the Davis Ford pregame show rolls on here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed. Attach images to transactions. Set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or to monitor your account balance. Use the P2P feature to safely send money to a friend. We even offer mobile wallet, so you can stay on top of your finances from anywhere. These options and more are available with online or mobile banking. At First American National Bank, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back to the Davis Ford pregame show. We are now joined by head coach Sean Cannon. Coach, let's go ahead and jump right in. Week one, it's here. Preseason's over. Time to get out there, hit somebody else. Just talk about the excitement of getting going and starting the season.
Yeah, you always kind of look back, especially with our new players, having whatever we have freshman-wise around 40. By this time, they've already played a preseason scrimmage, already played, week one, and they're going into week two before we even get started, and so the adjustment you got to make until preseason practice before you start playing, it's pretty tough on them, and I know they're tired of seeing each other, and I know we're ready to play somebody else, starting out, but, what's kind of amazing is we got less practice during the season than we do preseason. We look up, you're like, well, you only got so many that you're going to work during the year, and so once we get going, I think the kids will get into a routine and get used to this, as Coach Collier says, the junior college grind.
All right, Coach. Well, now Jones is a familiar opponent. Played him last year, had a battle, led him at halftime. Unfortunately, we didn't get the result we wanted, of course. But you also mentioned we got a lot of new faces, and so do they. So talk a little about the preparation, not necessarily going in blind, but just kind of the preparation, getting ready for week one with a lot of unknowns.
Yeah, a lot of people call and they'll say, well, you heard anybody else in the league? And, you really don't know. You are familiar with the teams, maybe where you're going to dress and where you eat your pregame meal. But as far as teams, you don't know until after week one, till everybody plays a game and you see kind of what freshmen that everybody has and what kind of, how they're going to step up and play, and then you are familiar with some sophomores, that you played last year that will be upcoming year 2 players, but you never know. I mean, guys get penciled in different positions. Maybe a freshman comes in and beats out a sophomore, and so, in somewhat you are going through a situation where, as far as players, but you kind of look at the schemes and you try to match what they did last year and work the most that you can, but they're like anybody else. They might have studied different schemes over the summertime and come out in something totally different. Or, last year they had that great back, that had transferred back from Florida State. And so he was a feature guy for them. Who knows this year? They might be more of a receiver featured offense, a quarterback, who knows, And so we've got to be ready to weather the storm early to get the game settled down for us.
Okay, well, you mentioned a little bit about their offense there in the unknowns, but let's talk about what we do know, and that's our defense. I know you know it. Nobody knows it better than you. Talk a bit about our defensive side of the ball and what you're expecting and kind of just the whole, not scheme, but just how the morale is with the defense getting ready for week 1.
Yeah, the probably the biggest loss we had was up front as far as old guys with experience. A lot of our D linemen last year were our 3-year players for us, and so we're young up there. We're not as girthy. I guess you throw out Tyreek Howard, who's in the 330s, and Jaquan Lott. I mean, you lost some really, really big size, and so schematically we might be more of a slant team this year. Moving our guys around because we feel like we got some pretty good athletes that are around that 280, 290 mark. Versus those 330s, and so we got to have some guys grow up on the D line early. Just get in there and get knocked around, as they say, and get the rust off a little bit. Linebackers got a good mixture coming back. 4 guys that played for me last year, Antonio and Josh Pack, Brandon Fairley and Antravian Smith. And so feel good about those guys as they would go through spring football with them. And those guys have been doing a good job leading fall camp. And got some young guys at my position, too, that I'm anxious to see get into a ball game. And, and that's the thing, too, you look at, getting those guys early reps, whether it's 10 to 20 to 30 snaps the first game to get it under their belt, because how you going to gain experience if you don't put them in there, And then you look at DBs with Hobbs, Steen, and Taylor, all 3 of those guys that started for us last year, and then we're mixing in a couple of new safeties, one more new safety there, and and so you hope to hopefully build some depth from within as you go through there. But we know early in the year you've got to have to count on the guys that played in football games, And so look for those guys to get a lot of snaps, tonight, and then hopefully we'll be able to get some new guys in and, give them a little game rep. And just because that's the hardest thing as a junior college coach is you can tell them how it's going to be, but the only thing you can't give them is experience, and they got to learn that on themselves. And so we're looking forward to, some of them getting in there and mixing it up.
Okay, well, let's switch sides here. Let's talk a bit about our offense. I know we got a lot of new faces there. Just talk about some of the guys, what you expect for the guys who are returning, and the impact they might have on tonight's game, and the new guys coming in, what you look for them.
Yeah, bringing in 2 new quarterbacks, Carson Green and Red Parker. There have done a really good job this preseason for us. And, feel like those guys give us a good 1-2 punch there. Carson's a guy that we had recruited, and he had signed with a 4-year school and was able to get him back in the spring. And so he's been under Coach Cook's offense for a spring and a fall camp. So we feel like he's going to be a guy that can hopefully lead the ship where it needs to be. And then Eric Watt's coming back from last year, who was a dynamic player on special teams for us, and then at the end of the year started, he was a really dominant player, but you can just tell year 1 to year 2 in him, his game has picked up, all around, blocking, running, and it's just because he knows kind of what's going to be expected of him, and then receiving core, a lot of new faces there. Dylan King's a returning guy, that we had in the spring, and Sangren and those guys, but we're breaking in some new receivers. Feel like Zay Davis, Nick Fortune have done a good job for us. Keyshawn Sessom, and so a lot of youth there, but feel like we got a good bit of talent. If we can protect, get them the football there, we feel like those guys can make plays for us, And then O-line's really kind of our split of the D-line. We got Parker Littleback, Frank Bean, Qdarius Hodges, John Tavius Lane, Eddie Lewis, and so we feel like we got a good nucleus of O-line there, and be able to bring some of them young guys that we signed on. So Marion Tucker's done a good job for us, and he'll be a guy that'll get in the mix for us, tonight as well as a freshman. And so we're really excited about those guys, and it's all about those guys being able to sustain drives and do what we got to do to keep the ball in our hand.
Okay, well, One place you do have experience is in the kicking game. Have 3 guys coming back, especially Price Nixon and Shane Lasher both have a lot of experience here for you. Talk about how big of a role they might play and how good it is to have some experience back at those positions.
Yeah, they do a good job complementing each other. Price is doing a good job punting the ball, and him and Shane are doing a good job working kickoffs and field goals, PATs, and things like that. And having those 3 guys back with our snapper, with Wade coming back too, is really good. Those guys went through spring practice, they went through an off season, and so you can just tell the maturity they've had, going into this fall camp, and feel like that, they've been there, done that type deal, and so the first time that they kick a ball will not be tonight, and so that's always a good deal, especially with the kicker, being a pressure situation and all that, and so feel really good about those guys too.
Okay, well, lastly, let's switch gears here and go to the Bank Okolona keys to victory for tonight's game against Jones.
Well, the thing I've been talking the most in preseason, the teams that usually win early, if you go back and, I know football's starting this weekend, and so a lot of great matchups, but if you'll watch what happens in those big matchups, and really any game, it's who makes the fewest mistakes. As a coach, you worry about not enough on the field, too many on the field, having to take a timeout because you don't have the right personnel, and the things we've practiced, obviously, but nerves take over, especially when you have a lot of young guys that's never been in a college atmosphere, and so you hope not to beat yourself, with the penalties that I say that are controllable. That's penalties before the ball is snapped, ball starts, offsides, those things like that, and so. Eliminating the penalties, turnovers, number 2 is going to be key. Can we get the ball back and give our offense another chance to try to go score? And, can we keep hold of the football? And that's always a key early in the year is holding on to the football. And then it's the ones that makes the biggest plays or eliminates the biggest plays. And the thing that you look at defensively, just like their defense and our defense, no quarterback that's a starter has been hit yet. Nobody's going to let their starter get hit. I don't care what coach it is. And so every quarterback that's taken a snap that's a starting quarterback had been hit probably since last season. And so that's always going to be a key. Can you protect the quarterback early, and can you get the quarterback down? And because you have if you practice drills, of moving away from the rush or keeping the quarterback in the pocket or whatever you want to say, but it's really going to be the first time you've actually tried to tackle a quarterback, and you'll kind of see that over the weekend, I'm sure. Guys that get back there and they'll miss the quarterback. He gets outside the pocket, creates an explosive play there, and so. You look for all of those, early in the year, and just just want to go out and play well. I know everybody says your biggest improvements from week 1 to week 2, but you got to see kind of how you worked in the preseason, and I think the kids get closer to game time. It gets a little more, their stomach gets to turn a little bit more, and butterflies come, and that's just natural, and this is my 25th year of coaching, and I still feel the same way. And so if I still feel this, I know the kids do, but hopefully we'll come out there and give Jones a great game.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining us, and best of luck tonight.
All right.
And we'll be back with more of the Davis Ford pregame show on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB. First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. For example, you can turn off or turn on your debit card as needed. At FANB, you'll get that hometown feel with a high-tech touch.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're to show our respects and not come back during the national anthem there, but we do welcome you back to the Davis Ford pregame show as we're just about 8.5 minutes away from that First American National Bank opening kick between your ICC Indians and the number 11 Bobcats of Jones College. ICC fans, don't forget when you're looking for your next vehicle, or maybe you're like me and need to get some work done on your current mode of transportation, you can stop by and see the fine folks at Davis Ford. They're located at 904 West Main Street, right there in Fulton, near the soccer complex, if you will. Or you can check them out online at davisfordsales.com. I welcome Dr. Brad Boggs and Brother Jim Ingram back into the broadcast booth here. And guys, we just heard from Coach Cannon. Got some of his take on tonight's game and also got some of his keys to victory. And guys, I'm going to let you talk amongst yourselves here and give me some of your Bank Okolona keys to victory.
Well, Mr. Ingram, I agree. Coach Cannon, he said kind of the things that we say every year when we get here. And keys to victory, in my opinion, when you're playing this first game, and as you mentioned, the stats of where we are freshman, sophomore level, got guys hitting the field for the first time, but we got some returning, and you're playing a ranked opponent on top of that. Obviously the turnover, I have to talk about that. The turnover game, the mistakes, trying to keep that at a minimal. There's going to be some butterflies. There's going to be jitters, is to hopefully minimize, hopefully not have any, but to minimize turnovers and don't give them the ball, give them the opportunity. And secondly, I would say is clean and crisp execution of trying to play. These guys got to get out there. They got to work through these jitters, but we want them to be crisp and we want them to execute. That's how they're going to learn, in my opinion, whatever happens this week, but learn and build on it and then make that improvement from week 1 to week 2.
You're right, Brad, and we always talk about turnovers, and that's very big. But also tonight, Adam, I think it's very important tonight with such a young team, 40 out of the 60 players, freshmen. We're going to have some mistakes. We're going to have some turnovers. I think a key word tonight is composure. How do we handle ourselves when something bad happens? And it's going to happen on the road the first game of the year. Composure, keep yourself together, develop some leaders, bounce back and find a way to win the ball game.
And those are some of your keys to victory from the Bank Okolona. I tell you what, guys, it's a new name, but it's the same great service that has always been in North Mississippi for more than 90 years. John Harrod and the rest of the folks down at Bank Okolona, formerly known as Bank of Okolona, their dedication to our communities will not waver. They have locations serving you in Okolona, Houston, Manatee, Bruce, and now at 495 South Gloucester in Tupelo. We come back with the Davis Ford pregame show. We'll take a look at the Indians starting lineups presented by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. You're watching ICC football and listening to it on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech pay.
Welcome back to the Davis Ford pregame show. We are just about 4 minutes away from that First American National Bank opening kick between your ICC Indians and the number 11 Jones College Bobcats here in Ellisville. And as promised before the break, we're going to take a look at tonight's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for the Indians. Mr. Jim's going to have those, ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination.
Thank you, Adam. Starting tonight, quarterback Carson Green to transfer. He's a sophomore. Eric Watts starts at running back. James Scott, the freshman, tight end. Zay Davis, the freshman from Biggersville, starts at one wide receiver. Kashawn Sessom, the other wide receiver. And Nick Fortune, who's had a great camp, starts at the third wide receiver. 4 out of the 5 offensive linemen, Brad, are sophomores coming back. John Tavius Lane at left tackle. Eddie Lewis at left guard. Frank Bean at center. This is Marion Tucker, the redshirt freshman, starts at guard. And also Quadarius Hodges rounds out the starting offensive lineup at right tackle. At defense, Moore's at defensive end. Will Spain, the freshman nose guard from Alabama, starts at nose guard. Jalen Rush, defensive end, sophomore. Then the 4 sophomore linebackers that Sean Cannon talked about, Antonio Thompson and Travion Smith, Josh Pack, Brandon Fairley. They all start. They're all sophomores. Dominique Taylor, the cornerback, who's a sophomore. Darren Hobbs, free safety, is a sophomore. Jadarius Steen, a sophomore. And we throw in a freshman, Justin Davis, at free safety.
And that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for your ICC Indians. And I tell you what, Coke has been a long-time proud sponsor of ICC athletics. And guys, there are a lot of things around the college, Brad, and you can talk about this as well, thanks to all the support of our folks down at Coke.
Yeah, Coke always is a huge sponsor of Etowama Community College and the athletics. And just recently, we're looking at a new soccer scoreboard out in on our soccer field, in thanks to Coke. Now, of course, and then we had the baseball help with that last year. So, they're always willing to help, Mr. Ingram. They're great folks over there at Coca-Cola. They sponsor, they help us out, and they just do so much for Etowama athletics.
They're great for the community. We talked about Buddy Long. He's done a super job. Jeff Gilmore's helped us a lot too, Adam. The entire staff at Coca-Cola really supports the college and the community.
Absolutely. We're going to take one more break as we put the brakes on the Davis Ford pregame show. When we come back, we'll have that First American National Bank opening kick between your ICC Indians and the Jones Bobcats. Back with more right after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
You're not going to believe what just... You bought a Coca-Cola with 0 sugar?
Yeah. Why?
Come on, it has 0 sugar.
Yep.
And it's delicious.
I don't believe it.
Just try something new. You'll love it.
This does taste great.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're just moments away here from the start of the 2020-22 ICC football season. The kick is on the way from Lasher, and Jones will take it at the 10-yard line. Now get it out to the 20, up the middle they go, cut it back across the 30 to the 35, where he is stacked up, knocked down as he just crosses the 35-yard line. We're going to be a first down and 10 here for the Bobcats.
Good coverage, right down there, Mr. Ingram. It was a short kick. I say a short kick, not exceptionally short, but great coverage there by the Indians. So, as you mentioned, Adam, looks like about the 30, was it the 36?
This is going to be Alan Follis coming out to be quarterback here for Jones. He's going to be in the shotgun with a running back to his right, 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Man in motion coming that way. It's going to be a little touch pass forward. Gets a good block around the edge, but boom, what a hit. Heading to the sideline as that was number 47, Smith, laying the wood there, and a big-time hit from Smith.
Adam, we talked about our 4 linebackers, all veterans, all sophomores, and Smith is one of the sophomores. They got to make plays tonight.
And looks like they're going to say no gain on the play according to the scoreboard. Second down and 10 to go. That can't be right.
Second 6. Gave him 4 yards.
Yeah, gain on 4. Dropping back to pass. Now going to look to run, asking for a block. Gets it on the far side. He's going to be ran out of bounds. And the Jones fans wanted to get hit out of bounds, but said that the momentum just carried them both that way. And that's going to be good for a first down. So smart decision by the quarterback there. Didn't have anything downfield. Directed traffic a little bit. Picked up a block and was able to move the chains for a first down, being brought to you by Davis Ford.
Yeah, it was great coverage downfield, but the middle opened up, and so he found the hole, got the first down.
So first down and 10. Handoff in the backfield this time. The Indians ready for it. Stack him up. Little of no gain that time.
Yeah, kind of a little read play there, Mr. Ingram. Off and just kind of handed it off, but it was kind of a read. And I think he got a yard out of it maybe.
Yeah, gain of 1 on the play for Henry, so to bring up a second down and 9 situation. 13:52 to go here in the quarter. Jones with the football, opening drive of the game. Pistol formation, Henry with a handoff, and he's going to get the ball across midfield out to the 45-yard line. Solid pickup there. It's going to bring up third down and about 4 situation.
Trying to hurry up here. They're going to try to get it right quick here, Adam. Try to catch us off guard, but they couldn't get the snap off yet.
So they had substitute somebody off, so they had to give ICC enough time to get a sub in on their own.
Still in the pistol.
Give to Henry again. This time he's hitting the backfield, but breaks a tackle and still going backwards. ICC, boy, if they can make a stop right back here, it'd be big. Still slipping off another tackle. Now gets across 1, and this could be taken to the house. Are you serious? Touchdown, Bobcats. What looked like was going to be a loss of about 15 on the play turns into a 45-yard touchdown run for the Bobcats.
Adam, give credit where credit's due. The guy broke about 5 tackles, reverse field 2 or 3 times. Brad, it's just a great offensive play, great run, poor tackling, unfortunately, by the Indians.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we can refer it back to. Indians didn't wrap up and didn't take that opportunity. And again, it's easier said than done with us standing up here, but there were opportunities, multiple opportunities, but Jones was also able to pick up and make some key blocks to get the lead runner out there and get him out there and get him open.
Looks like Jones having a little bit of trouble getting the right guys on the field here. And, yeah, they're going to have to take a timeout in this situation. Actually, they're going to take the flag instead. And it's going to be a delay of game. But, guys, man, what a difference that play is right there, guys. We go from a 3rd and 4, tackle for a loss of at least 10 to make it 4th and 14. But instead, stayed with it, kept it alive, 45-yard touchdown run, and it's 6-0.
You got to recover. We talked about composure. We talked about keeping your head up. It's early in the season, first game of the year, on the road. Got to recover, bounce back here offensively.
The kick is up, and it's good. 7-0, Bobcats with the lead, 13:07 to play here. We'll take a quick timeout here from First American National Bank and be back with more right after this.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
And welcome back as we get set here for this First American National Bank kickoff for the Bobcats, a 45-yard touchdown run. I believe that was Robert Henry. Yes, it was. That was on the touchdown scamper there. As we said, broke some tackles, got some blocks, and he took care of the rest.
Adam, he ran 85 yards instead of 45.
So getting set for the kickoff here, looks like ICC will have Nick Fortune and
Watts, I think.
Yeah, we're a lot further away than we normally are, so having a tough time picking up those numbers there as we're awaiting the kickoff here. And Jones steps into it. It's going to be to the far side of the field. Taken at the 10, now dropped. Picked up at the 6. And Jones eats him up at the 11. Well, right now, everything going the way of the Bobcats early on in this one.
You know, Brad, it's easy to say, but if he lets that ball go, it's going out of bounds. So we got the ball at the 35-yard line. Instead, he tried to catch it on the corner, dropped it, cost us some field. But we got to bounce back. We got the ball offensively here, 1st and 10. Let's make some noise.
This first down being brought to you by Davis Ford. Looking for your next new or used vehicle? Stop by 904 West Main Street in Fulton and experience the Davis Ford difference. Visit DavisFordSales.com. So the Indians going to start in the shotgun here. First possession of the season. And it's going to be a handoff. Coming near side, try to break one tackle. He's going to be hit and dropped. And that's going to be a loss of 3 on the play as Watts on the carry.
Yeah, that was a defensive back coming up there, Randall, to make a play. Never had a chance to get outside of the defensive back, and so fought off the block out there, Mr. Ingram, and was able to make the tackle.
Good containment. Give the Bobcats credit. Made them cut it back inside, as you mentioned, he lost 3 yards.
So actually spotted at the 11, so let's call it a 2nd down and 12 to go. Indians want to run a quick screen to the outside, and the Bobcats eat that one up as well. But the ball does advance out to the 15-yard line, as that was Sessom with the reception. So the Indians now will have it 3rd down, and let's call it a long 8, short 9 here for ICC. Green is your quarterback. Carson Green, a reverse transfer from UT Martin, surveying the defense, getting ready to try to get this conversion down here for the Indians. Far side of the field, pass is caught, spins around, misses one, gets out to the 30-yard line, and that is going to be pulled in by Zay Davis, brother of former ICC wide receiver, now Ole Miss wide receiver, Quay Davis.
And the hurry-up offense here, trying to get another play off. They do. That looks like Watts right there, wasn't it?
That was Watts on the carry. And ICC gets some positive yardage there. Boy, that was a big-time conversion on 3rd down. Indians needed to keep this drive alive to kind of get the defense a chance to get refocused on the task at hand here. 7-0 is your score. Coming up on 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Jones with the lead. ICC with the football. Once again, trying to run that screen, and my goodness, how was that not pass interference, as the Jones defender had the ICC receiver wrapped up before he even had a chance to catch the ball.
He's all over him, Mr. Ingram, right before. The ball hadn't even gotten there yet, and he was all over him, had him wrapped up.
No doubt about it, and our guy was trying to screen him off, but it was, I believe, defensive pass interference. I believe the official missed it.
So Sessom back to the line here. 3rd down and 6 is the situation for the Indians. Got to set up a screen pass here to Watts. Watts is tripped up, then hammered. And again, Jones, it's almost like they're in our playbook early on here, guys. If they have read, anytime we try to set up those bubble screens or that screen there, they were very patient, let the play develop, then attack once the ball went into play.
Yeah, Indians forced to punt here. Obviously need to. We did get some breathing room out of that with that nice throw and catch from Green. That helped out. Mr. Ingram got us some breathing room out here and hopefully reverse the field position.
I agree. Need Nixon to get a good punt here. Punting from the 35-yard line.
And this kick, high, spiraling kick, is going to hit, and looks like Mr. Jim Sandwich backs up at a good 5 yards there, down to around the 40. That punt being brought to you by Little Caesars and Fulton. And, guys, the Indians able to convert on third down. Couldn't get anything going after that. And so now it's on the defense to see if they can come up and at least force a punt out of the Bobcats on this possession.
Yeah, and the punt, again, it was a high spiraling punt, Mr. Ingram, but did not take an ICC favorable bounce there. Very favorable for Jones. On the 40.
Jones is going 5 wide here with a first down. As Brad mentioned, the ball is on the 40. Indians showing pressure off the edge. It's picked up nicely. Now they go to the short route. Indians sit back and wait on it, and they get the ball across the 50, and that'll move the chains for another first down.
Adam, they flooded the zone, and we messed up on the coverage. We weren't in the zone on the left side. Receiver wide open, got an easy throw and catch for 12 yards.
So the chains move once again with that first down inside 10 minutes to play now. 7-0. Jones with the lead. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Henry, who had the rushing touchdown earlier, gets a handoff. Carries it from the 50 down to about the 43-yard line. We'll see where they officially mark it here. I hear some whistles. Don't know if we've got a flag down.
I don't see any.
I don't see one. And so maybe just trying to let them know the play was over there. So a solid pickup of about 5 yards there on first down. Makes it second down and 5 to go now here for the Bobcats. 9:30 to go in the first quarter. Number 11 Bobcats with a 7-0 lead here early on over your Indians. Want to go with a short route. In and out of the hands. Dropped that time by Jones. And, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, that's one of the first breaks the Indians have kind of had tonight.
Yeah, he was open. It would have been a first down more than likely, but right at it close, Mr. Aaron. We got a 3rd and 6 here. It's big for Indians. They didn't get a lot of pressure up front, but this is a big play for the Indians.
No doubt about it, Brad. We're down 7-0, 9:18 left in the first period. Need to get off the field here defensively and force a punt.
So it will be a 3rd down. Let's call it 6. Short 6. Long 5. Once again, out of the shotgun. Dropping back to pass. Has the running back out to the flats. Just slipped him out there. And ICC couldn't get to him in time. It's almost like they forgot he was back there. And it's good. He needed 6. Got 7 for the first down.
I don't know, Mr. Ingram. I don't know where the linebacker was as far as coverage on him, and we may have blitzed that linebacker on that side. I'm not sure, but we just didn't fail. We failed to pick up the coverage.
We did. We gave too much cushion. We blitzed the man, then we covered and gave up too much cushion.
Good pressure right there by the Indians, and that was
Jalen Rush.
Yes.
Fitting name there for Jalen as he almost came in with the sack. ICC fans wanted intentional grounding, but there was a receiver in the area. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 situation here. First time we've seen some pretty good penetration by that Indians defensive front so far in the contest.
Yeah, got to get back there. We need to put some pressure in the backfield back there to disrupt this offense.
So 2nd down and 10 out of the pistol formation. Give is going to be to Henry. He just tries to take his time, follows his blockers, and picks up more positive yardage there. Gets it out to about the 33-yard line. We're going to be a 3rd down. Let's call it 3rd down and 6 here for the Bobcats. Clock rolling with 8:35 to play.
Guys, they're on our 33-yard line. This could be 4-down territory if they don't make it. Of course, we hope they don't make it, but I bet they have 2 downs to get this 6 yards.
2 receivers on both sides of the football. Shotgun situation here. Fala still your quarterback for the Bobcats. Indians showing pressure. They bring it off the edge. Now late blitz, and the pass is over the middle. One-handed grab pulled in. Now he's going to try to cut back up the middle. Gets it inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. And I'll tell you what, guys, ICC was just a step away from that being a sack for a major loss. 2nd time tonight we've seen the Indians just 1 step away from making a big play defensively, turn into a big play offensively for the Bobcats.
Brad, I think that's the safety at blitz, and I think that's the running back, the safety who would cover if he wasn't blitzing. He's wide open for the pass.
That's going to be a give to Trent Howell, the fullback there for the Bobcats. Good for a gain of 1, so it'll be 2nd and goal to go here. Jones leading this one 7-0, trying to tack on here early on in the contest. We'll give you some scoreboard updates throughout the night. Our first one of the night, East Central, boy, they are not wasting any time taking on Oklahoma. They're up 20-9 at the end of the first quarter. New quarterback in the game here for the Bobcats, DJ Smith. Looks like he wanted to hand it off. Nobody was there. Busted play, and he nearly gets in the end zone. It's going to be hit and dropped at the 1-yard line. And that's kind of the tale of the tape so far, guys. Just the busted play almost turns into a touchdown. Good things happening to the Bobcats early. And, Jim, you talked about that. Can the Indians, this young football team with 40 freshmen, weather the storm in a situation like this? So it's going to be Smith staying in at quarterback. Ball is at the 1-yard line. Give us to Henry, and he just jogs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, big hole right there. There wasn't any issue, Mr. Ingram, with him getting that in there. The offensive line did an excellent job of creating a hole on the left side there. Touchdown, Jones.
No doubt about it. And they've jumped on us quickly here. 13-0, 6:49 left in the first period. And we gotta recover. Got to get your composure and get ready to play. Long football game early in the year. Had a bad start, let's be honest, but maybe we can bounce back here.
This little swinging gate.
Well, old school swinging gate here for Jones as they line up to the far left side. Now swing back in as well. They're going to get set to attempt the extra point here. The kick is up, and the kick
no good.
Is no good. So 13-0 will stay your score here. 6:49 to play. Guys, let's keep it here and kind of just catch our breath, regroup, and hope the Indians can do the same. And it's going to start with a good kickoff return.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. I mean, the kickoff return that we had, the one we've had, we bobbled. And there again, not only did we bobble it, we probably could have let it go, as you indicated, had better field position. We did get a good first down, had a good throw and catch, but right now the defense needs to stay on the sidelines, Mr. Ingram. We need to keep the defense over there. Offense needs to put together a good drive.
No doubt about it. Defense is a little bit gassed, and they've made some big plays. We'll blitz. They take advantage when we're blitzing, hit the running back out of the backfield. Let's be honest, they're up 13-0. They have not punted. They've gone up down the field twice and scored on us. The offense needs to take the ball, drive. Yes, we want some points, but we got to stay on the field and give the defense some rest.
So we're getting set for another First American National Bank kickoff here from the Bobcats. First American National Bank, a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Kick is taken at the 6-yard line here by ICC. That's going to be Davis up the middle. He knifes his way forward out to about the 28-yard line. And boy, I tell you what, guys, if he could have bounced off that one tackle there, had a lot of green grass ahead of him. But a good solid return, gets the ball out shy of the 30. We're to be 1st and 10 here for the Indians.
Yeah, had a hole there for a minute, Mr. Ingram, but it did fill back up. It was a hole long enough to where he was able to advance it a little further. So not bad field position for the Indians here. Like you say, Adam, it's on the 30 here. So
that was a really good spot because we weren't close. We weren't close to the 30.
I didn't think we were either.
Well, we're down 13-0. Got to give us a break.
I thought I was being generous saying we're at the 28. Man, so we'll take it. 1st down and 10 here for the Indians. They trail this contest 13-0 here to Jones after the missed PAT. And it's going to be a give in the backfield. Watts is tripped up by his own lineman that time, and credit to defensive lineman for blowing that play up. If you can hit a lineman back into your running back, that's a big-time play there. But unfortunately for the Indians, that's going to go for a loss of 1. So it would be a 2nd down and 11 situation here. Indians needing to try to find something positive. Carson Green, the quarterback. One running back to his right. And
they snap it.
Don't know if they're going to say maybe the Indians moved after the lineman, or excuse me, the defensive end jumped.
He was way over.
So he was over, but they never snapped it. Then our end moved after he got back. So the referees are going to talk this one over here. We do want to remind you of one of our new sponsors, Brandon Poland, your Itawamba County State Farm agent. He's located at 101 Access Road in Fulton. You can visit www.brandonpoland.com. That's what I was afraid of, guys. Our end that time kind of flinched after the defensive end got back, and, well, that's going to be stepped off against the Indians. So now it's going to be a second down, and let's call it 16 for ICC. Nothing really going the way of the Indians early on here. Inside 6 minutes to play in the first quarter, 13-0. Jones with the lead. Green now with the running back. That's going to be Watts to his left. Two receivers on both sides of the football. Dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Goes over the middle. Looking for Davis that time. Threw it behind him. Pass falls incomplete. So now to be a third down and 16.
Yeah, had plenty of time. Great protection from the O-line right there, Mr. Ingram. Just threw it behind him. And, of course, we're standing up. We're sitting up here way high. That may have been where the ball had to be at that place. I'm not certain.
They had double coverage, Brad, and he tried to thread a needle, but it was behind them. I give Jones credit. They are outplaying us right now here early in the ball game.
Same set as we had before. Two receivers on both sides of the football. Watts in the backfield. Green is your quarterback. ICC with a third down and 16. Plenty of time to throw. Goes underneath. Tries to get to the outside. Now cuts it back up the middle. It's going to be hit and dropped at the 25-yard line. As I believe that was Nick Fortune who reeled that one in. And
well, Adam, we're not staying on our blocks. We had the receiver out there blocking ahead. We had the throw and catch, but he didn't stay on his block. Now, I'm not saying that's easier said than done, but he didn't stay on his block. So the guy, Jones, was able to break free from the block, make the tackle back there. No gain, really, for Etowah on that. And, again, a busted play, in a sense. I'm going to call it a busted play because there was nothing out there. We're backed up in fourth down, so we're in a punting situation.
This Little Caesars punt is on its way. Another high booming kick. It's going to hit and again take a Jones roll. ICC is going to down it at around the 44-yard line. So Jones, defense getting it done, offense getting it done. ICC's got to step up and make a play. Something to get something positive going on the good side of the good guys.
You're right. We need a break. Let's be honest. Jones is outplaying us. They're up 13-0. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. We've got one first down the entire game, Brad. They're outplaying us on offensive line, defensive line, everywhere. We got to make some plays now.
Yeah, got to stop the bleeding, and I don't mean that in a bad way right now negatively, but this is the time we got to stop.
Jones goes a short route. It's going to be complete out across the 50, and it's going to be down to about the 47-yard line. And another positive pickup there for the Bobcats.
Yeah, soft coverage out there on the end, out there in the wide receiver side from the DB, from the corner. Again, allowed, 7 yards out of that?
So it's going to bring up a second down and 3 situation here. Bobcats with it, taking their time. Pressure coming off the edge. Steps up to avoid it. Now throws out to the running back, and he drops it, and that was, in a sense, a break for the Bobcats because if he catches that one, reels it in, it's a loss of significant yards there. Drops it. And now it's third down and 3.
That's the first time tonight we had good pressure and good coverage at the same time, Brad. Force incompletion. Big play here. 3rd and 3. We've got to get off the field.
So the ball is at the 49-yard line. Or actually, now they move it up to the 48.
Come back to the pistol here.
This is where they've been successful with the handoff to Henry, and he is in the backfield. Tight end in motion. Receivers on the far side. And it is going to be a give to Henry. He goes up the middle, fighting forward, and the Indians, I believe, come up with a big-time stop there. And they do. No gain on the play.
Yeah, great job by the linebacking crew there. Who was that? Mr. Ingram, did you get a number on that?
I missed the number.
Jones quickly back to the line.
They're going for it on 4th and 2, y'all.
And they pitch it out to Henry. Henry trying to get the corner. He does, and he's going to get it out to the 45.
He's right on it.
It's going to be close.
Did they signal? Yeah, he's signaling first down. He's already signaled.
If they give him the 45, well,
it's 46.
They're marking it.
Don't move the chain.
They've moved the chains.
Don't move it.
Sean, Coach Cannon may be asking for a measurement on that to bring it out, but he's not going to get it because they've already seen it.
Yeah, but that's just tough. They went ahead and moved the chains. Had to get across.
He got right on it.
Yeah, I'm saying it was going to be close, and so they say play on here. So a fresh set of downs for the Bobcats. Handoff in the backfield. New running back in the backfield. The Indians are there for it. And that's going to be the first loss of the night for the Bobcats. So it's going to be a second down and 11.
Yeah, again, linebackers coming up in there. That was not one of the starters. That looked like Musselwhite coming up in there, making a play, busting up things. So you got a second down. You got a loss on the play there. So good job by the ICC defense and that linebacking crew coming up in there.
Second down and 11. 3:12 to go here in the first quarter. Short pass is going to be complete, and once again, Jones is kind of nickel and diming themselves down the field, not really dialing up anything deep, but as long as the Indians are playing soft on the corners there with the defensive backs, they're giving them 5 to 7 yards each time down the field.
No doubt, Adam, and another first down on our 35-yard line, and playing loose coverage, but we got to come up and stop them, stop these first downs, Brad.
2:45 and counting here in the first quarter. Another fresh set of downs here. First down being brought to you by Davis Ford. In the pistol formation. Play action fake. Quarterback's trying to step up. Now avoids one. He's going to get out across the 30. Wisely gets out of bounds. And a solid pickup of 5 on the play. And again, the Indians in the backfield, they were there, couldn't make the play. And it turns into a 5-yard gain for the Bobcats.
Yeah, good job of scrambling there by
quarterback Follis.
Follis, thank you.
Follis quickly to the big tight end who gets the first down and then some. And
just a quick curl.
Yeah, I'm going to say just one of those. They got to the line. ICC wasn't ready. Tight end, basically a tight end drop. Just get to the open spot, turn around. Here it is. So the Bobcats marching down the field once again, coming up on 2 minutes of play here. In the first quarter, they already lead this one 13-0. Follis still your quarterback. This time going with a tight set on the left side. Give is going to be to the running back in the backfield. He's going to try to fight his way forward. Does so for a gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play. And so actually they're going to give him a gain of 3. Really good spot there. So it's going to rank up second down and short 7. Now here for the Bobcats.
You know, Mr. Ingram, when you run a 3-4 set like ICC, you got 4 linebackers. Of course, normally you're blitzing, or sometimes you're taking, because you only got 3 linemen, so you're blitzing. You got to hope you're blitzing right. You're guessing right, and that's what the blitzing game is. But you're trying to put pressure on.
Follis dropping back to pass for the Bobcats.
Wide open.
Drag route over the middle is complete, and that's going to be Coleman on the reception. And, Brad, you said it, wide open right there. And, again, ICC having some matchup issues here early with the wide receivers.
We sent a blitz in, didn't get there. And when you blitz guys, 2 or 3 linebackers, and you don't get to the quarterback, somebody's usually open in the flat. Thank goodness he lost his footing. Big play here, Adam. I think it was a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5.
It's going to be 3rd and 5. Let's call it a short 5, extremely long 4. I'll go with 5. So the Bobcats with the conversion down here. Follis your quarterback. Little flip forward. That's got to be a holding.
That should have been a holding.
As they turn the ICC defender in a complete circle there. Didn't get the call, and it looks like it's going to be short of the first down by a yard, and we'll see if they're going to go with that big boy package they did earlier. It looks like they are by sending DJ Smith in at quarterback.
Yeah, the guy, I mean, clearly his shoulders turned over there on the end as far as our defensive guy. I mean, it was clearly a hold or grab of some sort before, he got there. But anyway, a missed call.
So 4th and inches, and there's the Indians.
Didn't get it.
Didn't get it. That's the play of the game for the Indians.
I didn't see who made it.
Big time stop there for the Indians. Let's go back and look at that one.
97 made the play.
Yep.
Tucker, big time play, guys. Freshman defense tackle.
And that's what we said. The Indians needed some type of play to maybe get a little bit of momentum, get a little bit of confidence in themselves. And that time, Jaquez Tucker came in and provided the spark there for the Indians. Now, can the offense find a little bit of rhythm?
Offense got to find a little rhythm. Again, we can't keep gassing the defense, and I know we're working people in and out, but, we're the first game of the season. You're going to deal with cramps. You're going to deal with things like that. But, again, we can't gas this defense all night.
Snap the ball. The officials have put it in play.
We need some first downs this possessions, guys.
Jones was late getting the defense set there, and ICC basically waited for him to get out there.
That's a good start.
That pass is complete by Nick Fortune, and that will be how we end the first quarter of play with what looks to be about a 9-yard pickup. Jones 13, ICC 0. We'll take a break and come back with the second quarter after we hear from Little Caesars and more here on the ICC Sports Network.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Come on, keep it hot.
It's good! Pizza.
Again!
Harder, readier! Let's go! Pizza.
Pizza. No! Pull! High five!
Pizza!
Come on!
Pizza!
We're ready!
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni Pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the second quarter of play. We're trying to figure out how to turn this air down because the windows are fogging up on us. So the Indians, quick pass out to the flats, going to be good for the first down. As that pass was caught by Eric Watts out of the backfield. Needed one, got three for the first down.
Mr. Ingram, Jones runs a different style defense. You're looking at really kind of a 3-3-5. They're using the backs. You got 5 backs in there. Of course, obviously, when you're working in a strong safety and, there a lot of those strong safety type positions there are big enough to fill a linebacking position, but it's a different kind of there's no gain there on the short pass, but different look on defense.
No doubt about it, and they're blitzing different people, as you mentioned, Brad. Good point. 5 defensive backs, kind of a hybrid linebacker, defensive back, safety, and they can bring them anytime they need to.
A lot of speed is what you're looking at.
Yes, sir.
So we went that bubble screen, loss of 1 on the play. So it's bring a second down and 11 situation here. India's going to reset the offense as Green steps forward. 2 receivers on both sides of the football, running back in the backfield here for the Indians. That's Watts. Going to go downfield. He's got a man. That's got to be pass interference.
There it comes. There we go.
And he does as he grabbed his shoulder pad there. And not necessarily a bad idea because the defender was beat on the play. And he was able to get downfield and stop the play there. So that will move the ball forward. If you hear us making some extra noise here, it's because we're trying to figure out how to keep our windows from fogging up, and well, we're having to open windows and borrow napkins, and
I can see better now.
There you go.
Hey, we're getting more into the game. We can hear the atmosphere. We can hear the crowd better now, guys.
Yeah,
Get us going.
We're up so high, I'm getting dizzy anyway. So
I will say that it was one of those walks that Kevin and I jokingly call this Mount Everest. It was a climb to the top of the press box.
I sat down and took a nap.
Hey, Lee took a break. I took a break on the way up. So with that holding, it's going to be a first down and 10 here for the Indians. Give is going to be to the running back in the backfield. Gets around the corner. Now slips off one tackle across the 40. Down to about the 41, 42-yard line for the Indians.
That's good blocking out there on that left side right there, Mr. Ingram, by the Indians. And Top Gun is here with us, by the way, because that's Kenny Loggins. Again, great play there on first down.
That was Traylon Oliver, the freshman. He's got it again, guys.
Yeah, Oliver tries to fight forward. Looks like he's going to get a gain of 2 on the play, so it's going to break up a 3rd down and 1 situation. ICC starting to find a little bit of rhythm here on the offensive end, and they're going with that up-tempo pace here.
Brad, I say run it again, 31. Got balls on our 43-yard line. Let's get it.
Had success. If we can get that O-line out there and get ahead and get some blocks up front, we can get this.
Pistol formation. The give is going to be to Oliver, and it's going to be close.
If they gave it to them last time, they ought to give it to us.
Yeah, they should move the chains right now.
Yeah, and he is.
He's moving it. First down.
And they did give us the first down. That first down being brought to you by Davis Ford in Fulton. If you're looking for your next used or new vehicle, stop by and see them at 904 West Main Street or visit them on davisfordsales.com. So first down and 10 here for the Indians. They trail it 13-0 inside 13 minutes to go until halftime. Give is going to be to Oliver once again. Bounces it to the outside. Gets across the 50. Slips off one tackle. Goes forward and is just tripped up, but it's good for another first down.
That's some good running right there.
Good looking running back. He's low to the ground. 5'9", about 180, 85 pounds. Good vision, good balance, good running, good blocking.
So it's going to be a first down and 10 situation here, and it looks like Jones wants to take a timeout. Timeout on the field. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more as the Indians starting to get a little bit of momentum on their side. They trail it 13-0 12:27 to go until halftime.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And welcome back out of the timeout. 13-0 is your score. 12:34 to go until halftime. Guys, the Indians starting to get something going offensively here, and it's been on the ground mainly behind the freshman running back, Oliver.
Yeah, great sequence of plays here, different from what we were seeing, and hopefully we're seeing a little gassed in the Jones defense right now, Mr. Ingram, kind of like what we had seen from our defense.
No doubt about that. Brad, they are making some substitutions. The defense is, I saw some new players come in during that timeout for Jones. Let's see if the ICC can take advantage of this running game.
First down and 10. New running back in the backfield for the Indians is Eric Watts. And it's going to be a pass out to the flat and a nice open field tackle there as the reception was reeled in by Davis. But a beautiful open field tackle. I believe that was Rawls for Jones that came in and actually knocked him back for a loss of 1.
Yeah, that's that speed coming in. He read it. You got that speed coming in. As soon as he caught it, he's right there on him and makes the tackle for a loss. So, again, not a bad thought on a play to drop Watts out there in the flats kind of, but, again, wasn't successful. Good read.
Second down and 11. Two receivers on both sides of the football.
Nope.
And that one, it is now picked off. And Jones is going to have a chance to return this one, but an open field tackle, touchdown-saving tackle, if you will. And, Brad, you said it, and I almost said it as well. 3 different Bobcats had a chance to pick that one off. It was tipped in the air, and Jones, boy, they needed a big play to stop some of that momentum, and there it was.
They did. Let's be honest. Carson Green made a bad pass, but let me say this. He made a touchdown-saving tackle. If he doesn't trip up the guy, it's 20-0 right now. Defense got to make some plays. Green made a good play making the tackle.
Yeah, and you drop back, though, Green already had his mind made up where he was going with it, no matter what, because he didn't look and read on that because the pass never should have been thrown there. And then once it gets tipped, there you go.
Jones with it, 1st and 10. Handoff is going to be to Henry in the backfield. He's going to fall forward for a gain of 3 on the play. So this will bring up a second down and let's call it 7 situation here with 11:38 to go until halftime. Remind you to stay tuned. We'll have the Little Caesars halftime show coming your way. You'll hear from Dr. Jay Allen along with Andy McGregor, the new volleyball coach at ICC, as Super Talk Mississippi was in town this past week, and so you'll hear from them there. Indians in the backfield, blew it up, but then somehow once again the running back from Jones, who was in the backfield, almost hit for a loss of 2, is able to bounce that one forward for a gain of about 4. And it's going to be a 3rd down and 4 situation here for the Bobcats.
Adam, might be 4-down territory again. They got the ball at our 34-yard line. Got to get to our 30 for a first down. Brad need a big play by the defense here.
Yeah, they brought a tight end out. I don't know if he was replacing him or they're just now bringing a tight end in, but got a tight end that just came in for Jones.
So 3rd down here for the Bobcats. A little miscommunication, but the quarterback keeps, and he's going to have the first down. Pretty much whenever DJ Smith comes in the game, that's going to be their big boy package as he's came in and ran the football a couple of times and runs that option-style play. So,
yes, to the weak side, too. Wasn't even to the strong side. Ran it to the weak side and still got plenty for the first down.
That first down being brought to you by Davis Ford. Smith staying in at quarterback. This time 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Got a running back in the backfield. I believe that's Omar Johnson. Man in motion now for the Bobcats. Pressure coming. Bobcats avoid it. And it's going to be hit and drop just shy of the 20-yard line. And once again, the Bobcats saw pressure coming, didn't panic. Hits the ball out in the flat, and another positive pickup. Let's call it a pickup of 5 yards on the play. So it'll be a second down and long 5.
That was still pretty good coverage, Mr. Ingram, in my opinion, by the Indians because we'd had a lot of pressure back there. We had 3 Indians in the backfield back there, but we were still able to pick him up pretty quick.
You're right, Brad. Good coverage by the linebacker. 2nd and 5. Big play here.
Givens in the backfield now cuts to the outside. It's going to be hit and dropped, but not before picking up the first down, and there is a flag down.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm with you, Mr. Ingram, on that.
We're hoping it's holding. We think it's offensive holding.
If it's not, they sure did do a good job of sealing that right side.
So they're going to talk this one over here. We do have our sideline reporter this season, Coach Andy Kurt, reporting that it looks like that Zacchaeus Moore, number 37, a defensive lineman, may be out for the remainder of the game with a lower extremity injury. And that is going to be a holding penalty there on the Bobcats. And guys, really and truly, other than a drop pass downfield, that's really one of the few mistakes the Bobcats have made tonight offensively.
Yes, most definitely. Well, there were a couple of, and again, in my opinion, missed calls. Again, not game-changing, but missed calls, missed holds that they had earlier. They caught that when they called it, and so it dropped them back.
Out to pass to the flats. This is Henry with it. Makes two guys miss. Now he's going to get the ball out to the 15-yard line. And a very solid pickup. Gets close, if not all the penalty yardage back, +1. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 9.
It's fine to make the pass out there, Mr. Ingram, and it's fine that they can give that up. But then you got to make that tackle, especially when you're out there on them.
No doubt. We had 2 guys miss them, got an extra 5 yards. Adam, you mentioned they got the ball at our 25, 3rd down, 3rd, and let's call it a long 8.
9 minutes to go until halftime here. Jones 13, ICC 0. Smith staying in at quarterback. 3 receivers on one side, 2 near side. Smith's going to drop back, and my goodness, the waters part, and Moses goes forward. And that's DJ Smith who gets the ball out near the 10-yard line. And it's just one of those, you saw it. It's almost like a design play where they're like, all right, we're going to try to force the middle to open up, and if it does, take off and go.
ICC brought pressure on the outside. As far as blitz, we brought a blitz package in from the outside there. Middle opened up. It got cleared out. Easy run right there for Smith.
4th and 1, guy. Big play here. They got the ball at our, Adam, let's say the 17. They got 1 yard to get here.
And it looks like ICC wants to take the timeout. Timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. Let's hear from Little Caesars and be back with more right after this.
Over 100 crispy Old World pepperoni.
Cheesy crust edge.
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Fancy comes from here. Because if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today.
Yeah! Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperoni.
Pizza.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as 4th and 1 is going to be the situation here. And, guys, we saw ICC come up with a stop on 4th down earlier. Can the Indians do it again here? Last time it was Tucker, the defensive tackle, coming up with the play. They are going to keep DJ Smith in at quarterback. 2 receivers left. You got a tight end. And now a man in motion. Smith gets the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to go forward, have the first down, and then some. And it's going to drag a guy forward, nearly drags him into the end zone. And he's going to be down around the 1-yard line. And, guys, that was just one of those misdirection plays. And ICC just couldn't quite wrap him up quick enough.
As misdirection read, he had options on that. He could have handed that ball off, but he saw the middle open. It was his job. He's keeping an eye on the defense and where the defense moves, and then he makes the decision to go, went up the middle with it, got enough yardage to get the first down on the 1.
And this is going to be a give to Henry, and for the 3rd time tonight, Henry finds the end zone, this time from 1 yard out, and it makes it a 19-0 score. Thank you, Mr. Jim. With 7:51 to go here until halftime.
Adam, we got to be honest. Let's give credit where credit's due. Jones is blocking very well. They're running the ball well. They're just simply outplaying us right now so far in the first half.
So once again, going to that old school swinging gate style play here, and basically you step up to see if the defense, how they respond to it.
And then they did
quick snap, and I don't think they were set.
No.
As they're
trying to get 2 again.
Yep. one of those. I like the play call. You know, it's one of those you do survey the defense, and the quarterback, or excuse me, the center instead of sniping it between his legs, he does have the option to throw it to his side as long as it goes backwards.
Right.
And it was a successful toss that way, just none of the linemen got down. And so now they're going to back him up on the penalty, and it looks like they're going to step into this extra point now with number 30, Thompson, getting set to kick it. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So add one more to the board. It's 20-0. Jones with 7:51 to go until halftime. We're going to take a timeout here from the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for another First American National Bank kickoff here. First American National Bank is a proud supporter of their local communities and Itawamba Community College. They have locations serving you from Iuka to Tupelo. Just follow the flag to find the First American National Bank location nearest you. So the Bobcats leading this one 20-0 after a 1-yard touchdown run. There's 7:51 to go here in the second quarter. ICC is going to take the kick at the 5-yard line. Now gets it out to the 20, cuts it back up the middle, and it's going to get across the 25 down to about the 27-yard line, as that was Zay Davis on the return for the Indians. We want to remind you of our newest sponsor this year, Brandon Poland. He is your State Farm agent in Itawamba County, located at 101 Access Road in Fulton. You can give him a call at 862-9648. That's 862-9648 for all your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, or life. Brandon Poland will be there for you, a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. First down and 10 here for the Indians. Green is your quarterback. Watts still in the backfield for ICC. Green throws this one over the middle, and it's picked off.
Yeah, overthrew.
Yep.
You had a slant pattern and clearly overthrew him right into the DB hands of that, I guess it was that safety that was sitting there. What it was that safety sitting out there. Luckily, that thing wasn't a pick six.
Yeah, it's one of those where Keyshawn Sessom is able to come back and wrap him up and knock him to the ground. And again, another one of those throws that was just not placed right. He didn't have a lot of pressure on him, just overthrew the intended receiver. And Jones in the right spot at the right time picks off the pass for the second time tonight, and a chance to build on this 20-0 lead with outstanding field position here. Ball is going to be at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time to go, 7:39 here in the second quarter. Low snap. Quarterback handles it now, slings it out wide, and it's going to be caught and reeled in there by Robert Henry. And he's going to go forward for a gain of 6 on the play, so it'll be a 2nd down and 4 situation.
Yeah, back that soft coverage again, Mr. Ingram, and of course it's just a catch and throw, and that's getting you, 5 yards out of it at least, and just easy catch and throw.
No doubt about it. Our linebackers made the play, but it's 6 or 7 yards down the field. So Jones is in a good position, 2nd down and 3.
Stepping back to pass, pressure coming, steps up and actually throws it backwards.
Whoa,
that's a live ball.
That's our, go, pick it up. That's our ball.
That was a backwards pass.
Got a flag down.
There is a flag down, but that was a backwards pass, so that's a live football. Let's see what the...
Got a hold.
But that don't matter. The ball was thrown backwards. ICC scooped the football up. And it should be ICC football. Unless they have a rule change that I'm unaware of, that was a backwards pass there, and I think that's what, if I'm Coach Kenny, you got to talk to him about this. That was clearly a backwards pass.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, the penalty makes no difference at that point. I mean, it was a backwards pass. It was behind the line. ICC scooped it up. Should be ICC football.
Well, 10-yard holding penalty now makes it a 2nd down and let's call it 15 situation here. Another break going the way of Jones in that sense. Quarterback dropping back to pass. Plenty of time to throw. Out to the flats, to the sideline. And they're going to say he hauled it in. Was able to get a foot down. And so now it's going to be a 3rd down and 6 situation coming up here for Jones. My, oh, my. Well, Jones already a quality football team, and they've proved that so far here in the first half, but not saying the officials calling anything on purpose, but whenever you get the breaks like that, it just makes them even more tough.
And especially when you're down 20-0, we needed the ball.
Got movement there.
Follis, your quarterback, and as y'all said, movement on the offensive line as ICC showed pressure from the secondary. So false start on the Bobcats will be the call, and back them up once again. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 11 coming up. Yes. So 3rd down and 11 with 6:15 and counting here until halftime. Remind you, we'll have some interviews from Super Talk Mississippi's Super Talk Sports Show that was on campus on Monday as part of our Little Caesars halftime report. Pressure coming, slips away from it. Now it's going to release it up front, and it's going to be in the ground and pass incomplete. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 11 situation here, as that was a hard lick that time on Follis, as he's a little slow getting up. And we'll see if Jones, if they're going to let to go for it here on 4th downs, looks like that's what they're going to do.
That's the only place he had to throw that one was basically in the grass there, in the dirt, and because it was not. Had he thrown it up any, it would have been an interception. So pressure on him. But yes, Jones is going for it here on 4th.
4th and 11, and the Indians jump, so it'll be a free play here. And they're going to go down the sidelines, and it's not going to be caught. But ICC will be offside, so they'll get a redo with a shorter field.
Be 4th and 6, Adam, you're right. Free play when you jump off sides.
And so the officials will have a short conversation about this one as ICC was trying to bring pressure, but easily got caught off guard got caught offside that time. And so march it forward here to be a 4th down and 6. So basically, just get the penalty yardage that set them back on 3rd down. And now we're back to where we started on 3rd down earlier, but it is 4th down now. In the shotgun. Running back on the left side and going to drop back to pass. Plenty of protection. Passes forward, complete for an easy 1st down. And that'll move the chains once again for the Bobcats, as that's Quay Sanders running in the catch there. And Darian Hobbs' helmet came off, so he will have to stay out of play. He thought he could get back in, even though his helmet, he was out of bounds, but that's not the case. And so now, once again, 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Follis, your quarterback. Quick pass out. Long pass on the near side of the field. He's going to be hit and dropped, but another positive pickup there. And, guys, I mean, I don't know if the scouting report is speed out of these wide receivers for Jones, but ICC is giving him a lot of cushion. And Jones is just pretty much saying, okay, you're going to give me that, then I'm going to catch it and run forward for 5 each time.
No doubt about it, Adam. They got 7 yards there, 2nd and 3. They got the ball at our, the 7-yard line, Brad, and we're down 20-0, 4:50 clock running 2nd quarter.
So the Bobcats with it. Henry in the backfield with Follis. That's where they toss it to. Gets a block on the edge, trying to get to the outside. Stiff arm and walks into the end zone.
Yeah, he was able to get around. Once you're able to make that turn and get out ahead of everybody, ICC was trying to string it out. The speed by the Jones back there was able to cut that corner, and you had a touchdown.
I believe that is his 4th touchdown.
I don't know, Mr. Ingram, you got this?
I don't have that.
Either his 3rd or 4th touchdown of the game. I can't remember if Smith scored one of them or not, but it is 26-0 now with 4:40 to go until halftime. Snap back, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 27-0, Jones with the lead. We'll take a break here from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 27-0 is your score. 4:40 to go until halftime. We encourage you to stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report. As Jones, number 11 team in the country, proven wise so far in this one, as it has been all Jones from the opening kickoff. They lead at 27-0 here in Ellisville. Who is that, Brad? You know, you're our music guy. Take on me. Aha.
Aha.
That's
There you
exactly
go.
right.
Nice.
Did we call a fair catch? Or
Yes.
did we take a knee?
I don't know. I lied right there.
Okay, looks like we called the fair catch.
Okay.
Because the way he caught the ball, I never saw him wave his hand. He caught it and then went to a knee, but they are going to move this one forward on the fair catch. Guys, let's put it simple. We got 4:40 to go here. Got to put together a good drive. Need points on the board just to get something positive going into halftime.
You're right. We're down 27-0. We just need some first downs. Need to get some momentum on our side and try to score here, as you mentioned, Adam and Brad, before the first half ends.
Carson Green stays in at quarterback for the Indians. He's been picked off twice tonight. You've got Watts in the backfield with him. Green's going to roll out, looking to throw, now wants to run. Tries to get a block, steps past one, gets across the 30, and it's going to be down around the 33-yard line. And positive pickup, actually will give him the 34 there for Green. Good job being patient, allowing the defense to overrun him that time and pick up a 2 or 3 extra yards.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. He's stringing the play out. Luckily, we had the blockers out there in the front to help him out.
This time the Indians with a quick out pass. Good block, gets across the 40. He's going to be hit and spun down, as that was James Scott on the reception. His helmet comes off, so he will have to head to the sidelines for the Indians, but it is a first down. So 1st and 10 here for the Indians. This first down being brought to you by your by Davis Ford there in Fulton. So first down and 10, Green surveying the defense. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. You've got one-on-one coverage here on the bottom of your screen for those watching on letsgoicctv.com. Watts to the left of Green at quarterback. Stepping back to pass. Pressure coming, and they're going to eat him up.
We got a corner blitz over here on this left side. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was a corner blitz coming in. Didn't have time at all to pick him. Nobody was there to pick him up.
And the bad part of that was he had just shifted Watts from his right to left, and that's where the pressure was coming from there. So learning opportunity for the young quarterback as we're inside 3.5 to go now. Until halftime, it's going to be a second down, and let's call it a 15 situation here. Indians taking their time getting to the line of scrimmage. 4 seconds on the play clock. And they just get it off. Green slips and going to have to improvise here.
Just got to tuck it and go on that.
And he was able to get forward and originally get back to the original line of scrimmage. As you said, he slipped. You know, guys, I walked across the field before the game, and considering how much rain they've got here over the last couple of weeks, or even the month, I guess you could say, field in pretty good playing condition today. Not really sloppy as we expected coming in.
No, I had a lot of heat, down here, so a lot of that's dried up. The rain that came down in this area last week, especially, and earlier this week, and I don't know that they obviously were hit as hard as the Jackson area, but a lot of rain.
Well, the play clock down to 5 seconds. ICC is going to have to burn a timeout here. It looks like that's what they were going to do in the first place, kind of let this run down a little bit, and then talk about this 3rd down and 14 situation.
Well, yeah, in my opinion, they're I guess I'm going to say this, but in my opinion, Mr. Ingram, they're going to run it all the way down. They're trying to get to halftime.
Yep, they are. We don't want them to get the ball back, for sure. And sure, we'd love to go down the field, get some points here before halftime, get a little bit more confidence going in the ball game. But we don't want to rush to play, Brad, and have to punt and give them the ball when they've got a lot of momentum right now. They've outplayed this first half, 2:14 left to halftime, 27-0. Jones up on ICC. Got to regroup at halftime, guys, and come out and find a way to play better.
Well, and how far, and I'm sitting there wondering now, I just got to thinking about that, but how often has Jones been working from their side of the field? I mean, right here, normally when Jones has the ball, they're working from our side of the field. Not saying that they're not gaining a lot of yardage, but here lately our backs have been against the wall, and they're working on our side of the field.
I don't believe they punted, and we talked about they've had the ball several times, 3rd and 4, and we said, well, they're going to go for it on 4th down because they're on our 30, our 25, our 20. They hadn't had to punt. They've had outstanding field position the entire first half.
That's right. I agree.
So it'll be a 3rd down, and they're going to officially call it 14 now. Here for the Indians, got to find a way to convert this down, trailing 27-0 with 2:14 to go until halftime.
Got to be careful here, too. Don't need a costly turnover.
And the Indians going to run this one out of the backfield. Jones all over that one. And again, just staying with their designated man and just a pickup of 1 on the play.
Well, that's speed is what that is. And that's, again, that style of defense that Jones is running, but that's speed because the wide receiver out there had the lead block, and he was on him, and he was blocking him. But the speed came from the backside back here and made the tackle.
Hey, take your time. Snap for the ball here. We've got to punt. Let the clock run a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, no need to be in a hurry.
No need to be in a hurry now.
So another Little Caesars punt coming up here. High snap.
Blocked.
And it's blocked. And it's going to luckily go out of bounds at about the 19-yard line as Jones just brought the house. And as you said, looks like the punter is down for the Indians. An official timeout on the field. Let's step away and take it. Or no, he's actually going to be able to get up now, looks like, on his own. But, yeah, Jones brought the house that time. And unfortunately for the Indians, they got the block. And they're going to put it at the 20-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. 1:30 to play until halftime.
Yeah, and let's hope that, I mean, that happens. I mean, obviously that can happen definitely when they're coming in to block a punt, when you have that pressure in that leg, you know, when you have that momentum going up that way, you can receive an injury of some sort, Mr. Ingram. Let's hope it's nothing serious, and they're able to get over and take a look at him, and because they are walking him off gingerly here off the field, Price Nixon. So, again, let's hope he gets over there and there's nothing serious with this. On the other side of the coin now, Mr. Ingram, which is not what we wanted, but Jones has a 1st down at the 20, is that right?
Yes.
On our 20, by the way.
And they have 2 timeouts.
You just made that even worse.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I just want to be honest.
Hold on. I'm going to be the bad guy in the situation. Right. It's 27-0 Jones.
Well,
and still a chance to build on to the lead
sitting here
here.
Talking to 2 Debbie Downers.
Play action fake here for the Bobcats. They're going to roll out. ICC trying to get to him. Throws it forward. It's going to be incomplete. Throwing across his body that time as it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 now situation with 1:23 to go until halftime.
That was a great, in my opinion, of course, great coverage by ICC. That's a hard throw to make. Hard throw when you're coming across your body. He's a right-handed quarterback. He's rolling out left and trying to come back across and make that pass down through there. Hard play right there.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 situation now. Receivers on both sides of the football for the Bobcats. Dropping back to throw. Pocket breaks down. Now throws over the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and 10. Guys, I just got a text message from Z. She's like, Dr. Boggs, Mr. Jim, y'all are doing a great job. Love y'all.
We'll tell her we appreciate it.
Well, my problem with that is there's 3 people on the broadcast.
Well,
she's going to text you in a minute. She just forgot for a minute who she's talking to.
Well,
at least y'all 2 are doing good.
Well, I mean, I knew we would. I mean,
we're not doing too well in the ball game right now. It's 27-0 Jones, but hey, it's just first half.
3rd down and 10. Jones dropping back to pass, and it's going to be complete, and it's going to be close.
He got the ball out. Is it complete? Is he calling it a catch?
They're going to say he calls it a catch and a strip at the end.
Okay.
Or no, they're going to say it was incomplete.
Yep.
He did drop it. He did drop it, and this is going to be a field goal attempt, guys, I believe.
Looks like it.
From Brad, this is going to be a 38-yard attempt. 37-yard attempt.
So 37-yard attempt here for the Bobcats. This is number 30, Johan Thompson. Snaps high, the kick is up, and the kick is a line drive knuckleball right down the middle. And that makes it a 30-0 lead here with 1:10 to go until halftime. Let's take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go until halftime. 30-0 Jones with the lead after the field goal attempt was good. It'll be another First American National Bank kickoff here for the Bobcats. For those that are listening on 101.9 FM out of Tupelo, we understand there's a lot of static over the air right now. Nothing on our end that we can do about it. So we do appreciate those text messages of everyone letting us know. I believe weather has gotten the best of them over the last few days there. So if you're wanting to listen or watch, you can do so by switching over to letsgoicctv.com, the red channel. So this First American National Bank kick is going to be taken at the 5-yard line by Davis. He's going to get out to the 20, jukes a guy, goes forward, and now there's a fumble. But I believe Davis fell right back on top of it.
Davis on the return. There is a fumble on the play.
As his helmet came off on the play, and Davis, I like it. No fear, dives on top of the football without a helmet on to keep the possession with the Indians.
I'm going to say, Mr. Ingram, I know Jones still has 2 timeouts. You got a minute left here. ICC's going to do what they can to run this joker out and get into the
I agree. Just run the football. Try to get to halftime, regroup.
Remind you to stay tuned at halftime. We'll have some interviews with Dr. Jay Allen and our volleyball coach, Annie McGregor, from the Sports Talk Mississippi shows that were on campus earlier this week. And it's going to be a handoff to the lone running back in the backfield. Solid pickup there. As Davis, or no, excuse me, that was Oliver on the carry. And he's going to go forward by a gain of 4 on the play. Oliver's been a spark for the Indians in the first half.
Brad, shouldn't we take our time here? The clock's at 23 seconds.
Yes, I agree. You just take your time, and we got to remember, we got to protect the ball. Jones is going after that ball. Anytime we run it, they're going after it to strip it.
And the Indians going to keep it on the ground one more time here, and that's probably going to do it for your first half, as it'll be 20 seconds to go here. And guys, as we're kind of winding down the first half of play, go ahead and give me your thoughts here on the first half for the Indians.
Well, don't think it's what any of us expected at this point, Adam, Mr. Ingram, but I think the key early, obviously, when we the running back for Jones got that long run after we thought we had him down 10, 15 yards. I go back to that, and then he ends up, I think he scored on that run, and I think that just kind of gets the wind out of your sail. Blocking on the ends, as far as our wide receivers, holding blocks, they have a lot of quickness on defense. Jones does right now. They are going to the ball, and they've got the speed to get there, Mr. Ingram. And so I think it's just a matter of looking at the defense we're facing on offense right now, and we're going to have to make some adjustments.
We'll have to make some adjustments. And, a lot of times we talk about what we're not doing well, and there's some things we can improve on. But what I'm seeing, guys, let's be honest, it's 30-0 at halftime. Jones is controlling the ball game. They're simply, at this time, a better football team than we are. They're playing better than we are. We can improve some ways in the second half, but you got to give Jones some credit. As you mentioned, great speed defensively, great speed offensively. They're just outplaying us right now, Adam. Give them credit.
30-0 is your score here at halftime. We're going to take a break and come back with the Little Caesars halftime report here from Ellisville. Back with more right after this.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Come on, keep it hot. It's good.
again.
Pizza, pizza.
Again.
Harder, readier. Let's go, let's go.
Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. No, pull. High five.
Pizza, pizza.
Come on.
Pizza, pizza.
We're ready.
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni Pepperoni with over 100 old world pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
Bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
Back with you, fast 3 o'clock hour on this Monday afternoon of game week. I'm just going to say that over and over and over, and if you get tired of it, that's your fault. It's not mine. We have made it to the start of the football season. High school football got started this week. Had week 0 in college football, big week 1 coming up. We've also got junior college football starting this Thursday night all across the state of Mississippi as we broadcast live from Itawamba Community College. We are inside the beautiful Davis Events Center, and Dr. Jay Allen joins us right now. He's the president here at ICC. Great to see you.
Great to be here. Appreciate y'all being on campus today.
Absolutely. It is great to be here. I mentioned to you earlier, I feel like every time I drive on campus, I see something new. And yes. I mentioned to Haydad earlier, I'm just impressed with the commitment to not just doing ICC, but doing it right.
We do. We have to have that commitment, and our students expect it. We can't just be complacent with the way things are. We've got to continue to grow, improve. We do build new stuff. We also renovate some old stuff and give it new purpose, give it new life in a lot of cases. We've got one of those projects coming up before long with our Student Activity Center, and we'll jerk it a couple of decades forward in that renovation.
Jay, whether you are in kindergarten or 8th grade or a senior in high school or at a community college or at a 4-year school, there's always something about the fall, right?
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
The start of a new school year, there's some buzz, there's some energy. You got all the fall sports that are getting started as well. There's just an energy that's hard to kind of describe.
It is, Richard. I live here on campus, and from my office or from my house, I can hear the band, and I know it's time for things to get started when that preseason band camp comes in right before school starts. And I get excited. And it's great to have students back on campus, number one, but then to hear that, you know it's coming. And then you'll get a little change in weather pretty quick. And, boy, it's all about the fall. We hope so. We hope so.
Although we've got a little bit of a break in August. It hasn't been as bad as some years.
We've had some good days. Rain keeps coming down today and yesterday, but temperatures have dropped a little bit. Not too bad.
I told you earlier we were on at Colin on Friday, and we talked with Dr. Hulon Sims, and she said to be sure to give you a hard time. But I asked her something, and I'm curious about your perspective as well. Is this the year after what 2020 turned into and kind of the cloud that was over, especially the start of the school year last year, is this the year where it's like, okay, now we can be what we want to be again?
Absolutely it is. We started off Welcome Week this past week. It was amazing to see what happened. Our students just turned out in droves for all of the events, set records on all of our events. The cafeteria is telling me they're feeding record numbers of students, which we did add a new residence hall, so that's 246 new people living on campus.
Yeah.
But still, they're setting records, and I think our students are so hungry for engagement opportunities. And that's what we're all about, is giving them those opportunities in and out of the classroom. We had a block party at my house Monday night, the first day of school.
There you go.
I don't know really what I was getting into, but it really turned out to be a great time, and the students had a wonderful time. It was so neat to see such a diverse group of students out there having fun together, and that's what it's all about, building relationships, building memories.
All right, so what about the athletic schedule for the fall? Football gets started on Thursday. I'm assuming volleyball and soccer already rolling?
Volleyball, soccer's already rolling. Soccer actually played yesterday. Women got to play, and then the men had a rain out. So that's kind of how it goes this time of the year. You just never know. But those sports are rolling. Volleyball's 3rd year with us. Annie McGregor's our coach and just doing a wonderful job. Glad to have her here in her 1st year with us. Look for big things from them. You know, you've got band, not a sport, but they're part of what we do. And without a 210-member band, we wouldn't have, the diverse offerings in music that we have, the great musical programs, theater programs, and the like. So it all feeds off one another.
I completely lost my train of thought where I was going with that. It was like I had a great question right there. I know what it was. It was men's soccer.
Yes.
Mississippi State doesn't have men's soccer.
That's right.
Ole Miss doesn't. Southern Miss doesn't. That's a little unique in terms of a college offering, at least in the South.
It is, and we still have guys that make it to the next level.
Yeah.
And they will if that's their desire. Our coaches are great at being able to get them placed. If they're the appropriate player in the appropriate environment, they can get them placed. Sometimes it will be outside of our state. It can be at some of our private colleges in the state. They have men's soccer many times. So there's not as many university opportunities in at least D1 level as we would love to have for them. Some of them, they've run that course, and they're like, hey, this was great. It was wonderful to play and have teammates for 2 more years, but now I'm ready to finish up my degree and get to the work world. And then others are like, hey, I'll play every day. They'll let me play anywhere I have to go.
Visiting with Dr. Jay Allen. He's the president at Itawamba Community College. Just a minute or half or so left. Give me the elevator pitch that is your vision as the leader here for the next 5 years at ICC?
Well, all 3 of our locations are very unique, but at the same time, one of the things we do really well at all 3 is we give students tremendous opportunities in and out of the classroom to engage with their professors, to engage with their fellow students. Our faculty members rise to the occasion, and they're making sure that they're challenging students in the classroom while providing the proper level of support. So IHL shares data with us, and ICC's graduates that move on to one of the 8 universities produce more bachelor's degrees than any other community college in the state except for one, and they're twice our size. So what that really means is we're providing the challenge in the classroom, and our excellent students are meeting that challenge, and then they're moving on over to the university and graduating at rates with higher GPAs than the students that even start at the university.
Yeah.
So we're doing what we need to do.
The community college system and ICC, such an asset to the state of Mississippi. Absolutely. It's affordable, and it's an opportunity that is just absolutely incredible for so many so many students.
It's that true collegiate, comprehensive environment.
Thanks so much for your time. Great to see you.
Appreciate y'all being on campus. Thank you.
Dr. Jay Allen, he's president here at ICC.
Over 100 crispy Old World pepperoni.
Cheesy crust edge.
This Fanceroni pepperoni from Little Caesars is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, me too. Fancy isn't measured by your inseam. Fancy comes from here. Because if you are what you eat, then we're all feeling mighty fancy today. Yeah! Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperoni.
Pizza, pizza. Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Sports Talk Mississippi with you on this Monday afternoon. Glad to be with you, broadcasting today from the campus of ICC. We're inside the Davis Events Center, and they've got a Meet the Indians event tonight, and that includes meeting the volleyball team. We are joined now by Coach Annie McGregor. She is in her first season as the head coach, hired back in March, and had to kind of, as quickly as possible, try to put the schedule together. It's worked out okay, off to a 5-0 start. Good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me about kind of the start of it. Well, before we even get to this season, take me back. You get this job in March. Mm-hmm. You've been a high school volleyball coach for a long time.
Yes.
Give me the transition and how it worked.
So I was at Pontotoc for 10 years. My first year there, I was the assistant coach, and then I was the head coach for 9 years. Okay. And so when I got with that program, that was the second year that Pontotoc had a volleyball team. So I really helped build that program from the ground up. And so I had that experience. And so when this position came open, I said, I know how to build a program. I know how to do that. And so that's what really attracted me to this job, was there's so much potential here at ICC for this volleyball program. And so I got hired in March and built a schedule. The best opportunity was that in March, I got to practice with the freshmen that were on campus, and we participated in a scrimmage last April. And so we really got to bond and get to know each other really, really well in the spring. And so that when the freshmen came in the fall, we were all kind of on the same page, and the sophomores really took over with their leadership and helped bring the freshmen in.
So this is kind of an outside looking in observation. I think back to when I was in high school, which was 22 years ago when I graduated from Oxford, and they had a good volleyball team. Our high school did, but high school volleyball was kind of in its infancy at that point. And the growth with club volleyball and these weekend tournaments that have happened, is the overall talent level for volleyball in Mississippi just exploding? It is. It's growing exponentially.
Volleyball is the fastest growing sport in Mississippi right now. You know, when schools transitioned out of softball, slow pitch softball, and into volleyball, you know, you really got more of your athletes who had been on the softball field playing volleyball.
Sure.
And so that really helped a lot. But these girls right now, you know, when I think about when I started 10 years ago, and even when I moved to Tupelo as a junior in high school, just where volleyball was then in 2006, it's grown so much, and it's so fun to watch. And I love being able to recruit in Mississippi and not have to recruit outside, in our district especially, but just keep the kids in Mississippi.
Do you think it's unique to volleyball, or do you think it's women's sports in general? Because I think about the growth of soccer in Mississippi. You know, you get whether you're talking about junior college programs or Division I programs, where in terms of filling a soccer roster in the past, they've had to go outside the state. There's less of that. They're more really good players. Obviously, basketball has been a big deal for a long time, but you see it with fast pitch and with volleyball as well. Is it kind of across the board?
I think so. I think it is. I think girls' sports is kind of becoming more normal, you know, and not an exception. And I think girls are just so competitive. I love coaching girls. They're so competitive and athletic, and you say go, and they say how far, you know. So it's a lot of fun.
All right, so off to a 5-0 start.
We are.
Is that what you expected?
It's what I wanted.
Yeah.
You know, it was super exciting. We played Frontier Community College for our scrimmage on August 16th, and we lost to them in 5. They came from Illinois here to Fulton, and we played them. Lost in 5. Well, we turned around that weekend and went to Illinois, and we beat them. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I knew it would be a good game.
You'd rather lose the scrimmage and win the one that counts for real. Yeah.
Yes, and so we played Southeastern Illinois College. We played Frontier Community College. We played Southeastern Illinois again, and then we played Wabash Community College. And that Wabash team was really, really good. And our girls showed some grit and some heart, and I was super impressed with how our girls showed out for that game.
So in terms of building a schedule, do you try and do that where if you've got to go a considerable distance, then you need it to not just be for one match, where you got to kind of cluster it together?
That's what I try to do. I try to make it worth it. So we are going to Pensacola in the middle of September, and we're getting 2 games. We had a game canceled, and we would have gotten another one on the way. But, yeah, I try to make those road trips really count since we have to travel so far.
All right, in terms of stuff that's on the horizon, what are we watching for? Is there a specific match that I know Coach speak, and you know we don't circle a match. It's one at a time, all that good stuff.
No, we circle this match.
All right, what are we circling?
We've got September 7th. We've got Pearl River at home. And so we have been just neck and neck with Pearl River for the past 2 years. And we've lost to them, I guess, during regular season, and we've actually won the state on the division tournament day the past 2 years. So we're trying to beat them the whole season and not just on the last day.
Love it. Love it. You want to watch, you can do so at letsgoicctv.com. Home matches are all streaming there, and a home crowd helps as well.
Absolutely. So Absolutely. We'd love to have everybody there.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
It's Annie McGregor. She's in her first year as head coach here at Itawamba Community College, and next match is when? Let's see.
We play at MUW on September 6th and here against Pearl River on September 7th.
There you go, 6th and 7th. So that is middle of next week, if I'm thinking about that right.
Yep.
Like my whole mind operates off of a football calendar right now. So like the 3rd, the 10th, in between those. Annie McGregor, she is the head coach here at ICC.
Little Caesars is now the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Let's go! Come on, keep it hot. It's good.
Pizza.
Again.
Harder, readier. Let's go. Pizza.
Pizza. No, pull. High five.
Pizza.
Come on.
Pizza, pizza.
We're ready!
Enjoy game day with a Fanceroni Pepperoni with over 100 Old World pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
Hey, Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Your score here at halftime, Jones 30, ICC 0. And when we take a look at these stats, those numbers will kind of make a little bit more sense here. And I'll real quickly run down our stats. For ICC, they ran 26 plays for 74 yards. For Jones, 44 plays for 258 yards. Turnover battle, like you say, third down conversions. ICC's 2 of 5, Jones 5 of 10. Fourth down conversions, ICC has not went for it yet on fourth down. Jones is 3 of 4. Red zone scoring chances, ICC hasn't been there yet. Jones is 4 of 5 on those opportunities. First downs, Jones with 12, ICC with 6. ICC has completed 12 passes for 35 yards. Jones has completed 22 passes for 130 and, well, 128, excuse me. And yeah, those are the overall stats, Mr. Jim. I know you got some more stats there. Or do you have your stats in front of you?
Yes, sir. I have some more stats.
Let's look at the individual stats.
Individual stats. We mentioned Robert Henry really has looked good tonight. He has scored all 4 touchdowns for the Bobcats. 75 yards rushing, an outstanding running back. Quarterback Alan Follis, you mentioned 13 of 20, playing very well, managing the game well for 116 yards. Adam, we're down 30-0, and when you come out here in the third period, you know, it's an old football saying, forget the score. First game of the year, you got to play like it's 0-0. We just need to improve and see if we can play hard in the second half, make some improvements, and see if we can find a way to score some.
Yeah, it's been the Robert Henry show, as you mentioned, Jim. He's got 4 rushing touchdowns, a 45-yard, a 1-yard, and 7 yards. And, of course, they've added that 37-yard field goal as well. So, guys, what's your adjustments here for the Indians in the second half?
You know, the adjustment second half, as I mentioned, come out here, new ball game, play hard. We talked about it, Brad. I think we're giving too much of a cushion to their offense on some swing passes. We got to come up and make the tackle within the 3 and 4 yard range instead of the 7 to 8 yard range. Got to get off the field. They have not punted tonight, okay? So we got to find a way to get off the field, take advantage, force them on third downs to get the fourth down and make them punt the football. We got to establish a running game also. We need to establish a running game. We have not done it at this point. Need to take care of the ball, find a way to get off the field when we play defense.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, they've got speed, and we've mentioned that numerous times, simply just from the style of defense that they choose to run, as well as the speed that they have on offense. And they're able to make plays. They're patient when they're on offense, and so we've just got to go back to the drawing board in a sense, in my opinion, on this. And I think, like you say, one of the keys here is establishing the run. If we can establish the run, the problem you get into in establishing the run in a game like this now, Mr. Ingram, is we're already down 30-0. The run is good. We need it. Jones probably needs us to do that too, because there again, that's going to take more time off the clock, and that goes in their favor.
No doubt about it.
So we're getting set to start the second half of play. Jones will receive the football ICC will receive the football. They won the toss and deferred to the second half. See if we can find some scoreboard updates throughout the league. At halftime is Northwest leading Gulf Coast 18-10. That is in Senatobia. Halftime, Pearl River leading Holmes 21-14. Northeast, they're leading. They don't put who they're playing. I think who is Northeast playing tonight? I don't know, but Northeast is leading 10-3.
Are they playing Hines?
They might be. They didn't put who they were playing, so trying to scroll through. So East Central jumped out to a big lead earlier over Coahoma, and Coahoma's battled back to make it a 31-20 game at halftime in favor of East Central. So getting ready for a First American National Bank kickoff to start the second half here. ICC trailing this one 30-0. Hey, Jones puts 30 on the board in the first half. Don't mean ICC can't put 31 on the board in the second half.
No doubt about it, and our punter is out for the rest of the game. Red Parker will be our punter for the second half.
Well, this kickoff is going to be brought to the outside, and it's going to be shy of the 35-yard line where that was Nick Fortune on the return. So a good return there on the short kick. And so the Indians will have it first down and 10. So first down and 10. This first down being brought to you by Davis Ford. You're looking for a new ride? Maybe a used automobile. Stop by 904 West Main Street in Fulton to experience the Davis Ford difference. I know, Brad, you got your vehicle at Davis Ford, right?
Yeah, I've actually got 2 down there. Well, no, I'm going to rephrase that. I'm going to do you one better than that.
Okay.
I've gotten 4 down there because I got 5.
You got momentum. Will you buy another one for me?
Well, I will, but I got 3 daughters I'm trying to take care of, Mr. Ingram.
I understand.
Handoff on first down. It's going to be given to Eric Watts, and he's going to be hit in the backfield for a loss on the play, a loss of 1. So it'll be a second down and 11 situation here. And, guys, I'm just going to have to take y'all's word for it because my window is completely fogged up in front of me.
I can raise it.
I'm afraid all of our equipment will fall out. And it's a
It'd
long
make
fall.
for an interesting evening if it did.
So it's going to be a second down and 11 situation here for the Indians. Is Carson Green still in at quarterback? Watts is the running back to his right. 2 receivers on both sides of the football here for the Indians. Second down and 11. Snap a little low one. Green gets it. Throw over the middle. Too tall and nearly picked off by the Bobcats once again. And now it's going to bring up third down and 11.
Had a man across the middle, just overthrew him, guys. Timing off a little bit. Rushed the pass, I believe, Adam, but good coverage by the safety. He had him open, just an overthrown pass.
So it's going to be a third down and 11. Indians need this conversion down here. Going to set up the screen. Cuts it back across the middle, does Watts, and he's hit. Ball came free, but ends up right back in the hands of Watts. Indians need 11, only got 5 on the play.
Good play call, in my opinion, right there. Now, that does set up fourth down, but I like the play call right there with setting up a screen there and trying to do something different. But there again, we are punting the ball, and as you mentioned, Mr. Ingram, new punter.
Yeah, Red Parker, the backup quarterback, I think is our punter now. Unfortunately, Price Nixon's out for the rest of the ball game.
So snap back is a good one. And the kick is a booming kick downfield. And it's fumbled. Going to be a foot race here. Can the Indians get on top of it? No. Jones is able to scamper back and get it, as that was number 21, Webb, Ladarius Webb Jr. on the recovery. As pretty good kick there, guys.
I give Parker credit, guys.
Yeah.
The backup quarterback comes in there and booms the punt.
And nearly forces the first turnover of the night of the Bobcats, but they do dodge a major bullet there as they will have the ball. I'm going to have to wait for the TV to adjust here. They're going to have the ball right about the 12, maybe 13-yard line. Let's call it the 13, where it'll be first down and 10. Pistol formation here for the Bobcats. Henry in the backfield, low snap. Now he's going to cut back across the grain over the middle. He's got a block in front of him. Out to the 40, to the 50. Now cuts back in the middle and still got one man to beat here to the 20, down to the 10. And a big-time run there by Parker, and there are multiple flags flying at the end of the play.
Might be a horse collar, I'm afraid. Might be a horse collar against us, and that'll put the ball at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm with you. It's against us. I couldn't tell if face mask or horse collar. I'm with you, but it's one of those, and you're probably right, Mr. Ingram. But, again, that's going to be against us.
Boy, I tell you what, the Indians did a good job forcing Jones into probably their worst starting field position of the night. But, man, this Henry kid tonight has been impressive, to say the least.
Just went over the 100 yards for sure there, Adam.
And so the officials are going to sort this one out as they talk amongst themselves here. 13:05 to play. And it is going to be the horse collar tackle here, so they're going to march this one forward. The ball is going to be spotted. It looks like it's a 4-yard line. We're going to be first and goal here for the Bobcats. So Follis will stay in at quarterback. New running back in the game now is going to be Trent Howell in the backfield. And it's going to be the quick out to Howell. Howell trying to get to the outside, cuts it back up the middle. The Indians are there, and they make the stop.
Yeah, just a quick toss out there. Again, he made something out of it. The blockers were out there. They were holding on. And that's one thing that Jones is doing that I mentioned earlier in the first half that we're not doing as good a job on, in my opinion, and that's holding on to the blocks. But Jones doing a good job holding on to the blocks. He was able to make something positive out of really nothing there, but made something positive out of it.
Good job up early. Adam, they brought in their running quarterback here who's played very well down at the goal line. He's in the ball game now for Jones.
Yeah, that's DJ Smith coming into the contest here for the Indians. Henry back in the backfield with him. He's got all 4 rushing touchdowns so far tonight. As he's going to hit in the backfield, breaks off one tackle, is able to get across the 5 down to the 4-yard line. Good job, even though you didn't make the tackle in the backfield. Held him up long enough for your teammates to get to him.
No, it was. I agree with you, Adam. It was a great play there. It was holding him up, but that's the thing I'm not figuring out. I mean, yeah, we got one guy there, but we need multiple guys there because when you get that hold up, you need somebody to help bring him down. But there again, can't complain too much because it's 3rd down now, and so they didn't get that one in the end zone. So we've got to keep fighting here.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line for the Bobcats. Follis is back into the contest, throws this one forward, and is good for a touchdown.
Yeah, basically, kind of just threw it hit that back shoulder, wasn't it, Adam?
Yep,
and a little pass there on the back shoulder. The defender that we had there was positioned on the inside. Just a little throw catch there on the back shoulder, and just had to turn around. Is all it was.
Nickelberry, number 1, that made the touchdown.
Yes, it was a 4-yard touchdown throw for Follis to Nickelberry. Makes it a 36-0 score, awaiting the extra point attempt here. Snap is up, and kick is up, and it's good. Let's take a break here from First American National Bank and be back with more right after this.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First American National Bank kickoff coming here for the Bobcats. I'm Adam Gore, joined in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth by Dr. Brad Boggs and Mr. Jim Ingram. Remind you, if you would like to join the ICC Alumni Association, you can do so by visiting iccms.edu/alumni. So 11:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. 37-0 after that 4-yard touchdown pass by Jones, and ICC now will await the kick. Takes it at the 2-yard line. Going to get it out across the 20 now. This is Davis to the far side of the field. Makes one miss. Gets up the field out to the 35-yard line. And a nice return there by Davis. He's going to be one of those that a lot of people are expecting some big things out of him once he kind of gets accustomed to the speed of the collegiate game. Of course, his brother Quay Davis currently at Ole Miss, so he's got some athleticism in his blood.
Yeah, most definitely. And a good burst of speed right there on that kick return to get Etowamba in good field position here to start this drive on the 35 of Pearl River.
Green is still your quarterback. It's going to be a handoff in the backfield. That's going to be Watts with it. He's going to be tripped up, gain of 1 on the play. So to bring up a 2nd down and 9 situation coming up here for the Indians. Inside 11.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. We do want to remind everyone that tomorrow, weather pending, we'll be right back here on the Red Channel as your men's soccer team will host Bethel. That game coming your way, I believe, at 2:30 here on the Red Channel. 2nd down and 9. Watts is going to get the handoff once again. Waits for the hole to open up. When he does, there's a host of Bobcats there to tattoo him, knock him to the ground, and so now it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Good run, hard run, a little bit of hole there, Adam. Trying to get some first downs here, as you mentioned. 3rd down, a long 6. We got the ball on 39-yard line. 10:40 left in the 3rd period. It's been all Jones so far, 37-0 Jones over the Indians.
Remind you of another sponsor tonight, Brandon Polland, your State Farm agent there in Itawamba County, proud to sponsor tonight's action here on the ICC Sports Network. Indians roll out, throw it, nobody there as it goes out of bounds. That will stop the clock with 10:26, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 6 here for the Indians.
There's good coverage right there again by Jones. ICC trying to throw it downfield. Not able to do so on that deep slant pattern there, basically coming across the field. It rolled our quarterback out, Green there, and really that's the only pass he could make on it because, again, great coverage.
And again, this is going to be Red Parker into punt here for the Indians after Price was injured on a blocked kick, and that they're going to reset the clock here. So the Indians getting set to punt this one away. A Little Caesars punt coming up here for ICC. Snap's a good one. The kick is
another good one.
Another good kick. Taken at the 18-yard line.
Yes.
And Jones sending it forward, and only a return of about 4 that time. So a good job. And the thing about it is it's a deep kick, but it's also got enough hang time that allows the defense to get down there and make some coverage.
Yeah, I mean, Red Parker done a great job coming in, filling in to punt. I mean, that was such a delightful punt. I mean, all the way down there, it turned the guy around and worked out in our favor. So now, again, Etowamba's pushed Pearl River back and done an excellent job here. We've just got to hold them.
We do. And Wade Cannon was down there with Oliver, made the tackle. 1st and 10 Jones. They got the ball at their own 24-yard line. They're up 37-0.
So as Mr. Jim mentioned, 1st down and 10 here for the Bobcats. Pistol formation. Dropping back to pass, quick out to the flats. It's going to be caught, reeled in. 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles in the Indians. Finally bring him to the ground. Minimum gain on the play there for the Bobcats. And again, that's going to be one thing that you think the Indians for sure are going to go back and focus on for next week is going to be not only making those tackles, but at least wrapping up and holding on and wait for that second wave of attack to hit defensively. So 2nd down. I can't see the marker. It says 10 on the board, but it looks like 2nd down and 7.
2nd 7, I believe, Adam.
And it's going to be a handoff in the backfield, and that's going to be Henry, and he drags a guy forward in a stack of Indians, and he's still not down, and finally they stop his forward progress. And, guys, I tell you what, I am going to be interested to keep an eye on Robert Henry throughout the rest of this season. He has looked very impressive tonight.
Looked very good, and let me say this, Adam. He was going through that hole. Jaquarius Thomas got a hand on him. If he doesn't, he might have gone all the way for a touchdown. Good stop by Thomas.
And there's going to be a give to Henry once again. He's going to be hit and dropped right around the line of scrimmage. So the Indians come up with a big hit there. No gain on the play, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 situation here for the Bobcats. 8:45 and counting in the 3rd quarter, 37-0. Jones with the lead here over your Indians. Shotgun formation, running back in the backfield. Now I'm going to drop back to pass, looking to go mid-range, and it's going to be caught, tackled immediately that time by Taylor for the Indians, but it looks like it's going to be good for another 1st down.
Brad, that's just a good pass. It's good coverage. Quarterback threw it on the money, and give him credit. Another 1st down for Jones.
Got an injured Bobcat on the field. Let's take the time out with him and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back out of the timeout there, guys. Again, you're going to have to help me out on anything that happens on the field right here in front of me because I've got nothing but a fogged-up window.
No, I tried to raise the thing, and you wouldn't let me.
Well, like I said, there's a lot of expensive equipment here in front of me, and
Well, it's okay. Yeah.
more importantly, there's a lot of fragile bodies that are probably about, 50 foot below us? We're so high up in the air.
Well, I know. I mean, I went down in halftime to get a little air, and I just fell down and rolled for 10 minutes.
Indians in the backfield. And it's just going to be able to toss this one forward. Did it get past the line of scrimmage? It's going to be the question. Yes, it did. And they're going to say a receiver was in the area. So, yeah. No, you talked about how high up in the air we are. I mean, the option is getting a little thin up here.
No kidding.
Guys, you got to give this quarterback credit. Paulus has managed the game well. I mean, they're up 37-0, 8-10 left in the third quarter. He is a good-looking quarterback, playing very well. And Robert Henry, as you mentioned, Adam, is a star in the making.
So 2nd down and 10 now here for Jones. Pistol formation, Henry in the backfield. And they're going to play action fake, slant route, in and out of the hands of the receiver. Intended for Jerry Johnson Jr. that time. And now it's going to be a 3rd and 10 situation coming up here for the Bobcats.
Yeah, good coverage right there by the Indians. Stayed on him, was on the receiver long enough to help make the play where the receiver was not able to make the catch. Great play right there. Now, the big thing is it's 3rd down. Here we got to hold him, Mr. Ingram, to keep from any more damage going forward.
Yeah, I'd like to see him punt once tonight.
So 3rd down and 10 is the situation. 3 receivers on the high side of the field. Jones is going to go short with it, makes one man miss, gets across the 50, but a great job. Yes, indeed, Mr. Jim. Was Jordan Milton able to come back and make the tackle at midfield?
You may get your wish, Mr. Ingram.
Well, I give our defense credit. Yes, it's 37-0. We're behind, but the defense is still playing hard.
Mm-hmm.
Great effort there, forcing them to punt. Good job, our defense.
Well, here you go. Watch this punt.
First Little Caesars punt of the evening here for the Bobcats. Or at least they're lining up for it right now. Getting a little switcheroo there. They snap it back. And he's going to rugby-style kick it, and it's not going to be a good one.
I think Gore, me and you bumped one further than that.
I'm not sure if he got any yardage on it, to be honest.
I mean,
looks like he gained. Well, he got it.
A 4-yard punt.
He would have got the first down by 1 yard. So that may be why they haven't gone for it.
That might be a reason.
So
that was, yeah. I mean, there's your reason. I mean, that punt lost. Just didn't have any gas in it, did it? I mean, you got to have a lot of gas in a punt, and that one had none.
It was almost like the ball was empty. Like, there's no air in the
There's
ball.
No
kind of the way
gas.
it came
I'm
off.
just telling you, it was rough. No delight at all in that punt.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10 here as we will give a shout-out to good friend Tasha Reynolds for stopping by and seeing us, dropping some goodies off. She says she's watching here on Let'sGoICCTV.com as the pass is complete. Out of bounds, and the Indians move the ball forward there. And guys, right now you're looking at it 37-0, 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The Indians need to find something to build positive on next week going into Gulf Coast.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for right here. Slipped by him right there. Great run on that side. The defender went around, so we had a good block there on the end. But you're right, Adam. What we got to find here is positives, Mr. Ingram, to take forward into next week. So that's what we're looking at right here. And I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater and saying the game's over with, but, again, we've got to find positives and what we got to work on for next week and prepare for Gulf Coast.
No doubt about it. You got to play hard. You got to continue to play hard. Oliver's running well, the freshman running back. Got the first down for us. You got to show a lot of effort here in the third period. I like what we saw from the defense. They had 3 downs and stopped them, made them force to punt. Offense got a couple first downs here in the third period. Let's build off these positives we got right now and make some noise here in the third and fourth period.
I think Jones may have took a timeout there. Had a player that was running to the sideline and then fell down. You see that a good bit, so cramping up there. Hopefully he'll be okay. So we're talking about that. Let's talk about some more of our sponsors. Of course, we've mentioned Brandon Pollen, your State Farm agent there in Fulton. You've also got the ICC Baptist Student Union, the ICC Wesley Foundation, another proud sponsor of tonight's action. You've got Bank Okolona, Renaissance Bank, Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy, a proud sponsor of tonight's action. You've also got the ICC Indian Club, Little Caesars, and Kegel Eye Center. Brad, we talked about this during baseball. I see you got a nice sharp pair of glasses on. Did you finally call 862-EYES to set up your appointment to go by and see the fine folks at Kegel?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't have anything on if it wasn't sharp.
I like it.
That's
true. That's true.
But I would have to credit to these glasses so far with my good friend Moose Miller. She is the one who purchased these specs for me because she saw me squinting in the office and getting headaches. So, no, I have not yet. But, it's on my to-do list to call Dr. Cagle and get that eye appointment as the Indians try to run the ball and get stuffed and lose a little yardage.
You're right, Brad. We got some momentum here, got a first down. That play did not work well, lost 2 yards. 6 minutes left in the third period. It's been all Jones, guys. 37-0 here in the third period.
Big shout out to C.J. Adams, Cade Adams, who's watching back in Fulton. Cade yelling and giving his support to the Indians back there in Fulton. So 2nd down and 12. Indians with the football. Green still your quarterback. He's going to try to slip a screen, and it's going to be dropped. Pass will fall incomplete. And so it'll be a 3rd down and 12 situation here for the Indians.
Speaking of shout-outs, did you happen to see in the crowd over there tonight, in the ICC crowd, Tyler Kemp?
Tyler?
Yeah.
Tyler, yeah, he made the trip down here.
Michael Holloway,
made the trip.
No idea where in the world he came from. And then you got Moose Miller that slid in there somewhere, again, thanks to my glasses. And, they came down for this trip and to support the Indians.
So 3rd and 12, Indians going to go downfield for the first time tonight. No, just outside of the fingertips of Keyshawn Sessom there as it falls incomplete. Bring up a 4th down and 12. Also, Buddy Wayne Haynes has been tuned in tonight as well. Z Taylor checking things out on Let's Go ICC TV. Michael Upton. A lot of people still sticking around and supporting the Indians tonight deep into the evening.
Right, and we've just heard from Kathy McCarthy, so we do have some people listening and watching us at home, and we appreciate the support.
So another punting situation coming up here for the Indians. This punt being brought to you by Little Caesars in Fulton right there on South Adams Street. The kick is away. It's a high kick. And it's going to hit and roll inside the 15. And
did it hit the Jones player?
He's calling it down.
He's calling it down, but
okay.
I never saw a beanbag throw, but the way the Jones players reacted, you thought there for a second it might have hit one of their foot. And, well, that would have been the break the Indians looked for.
Absolutely. No doubt.
So 5:23 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. 37-0 is your score in favor of number 11 Jones. And, guys, we got to give credit where credit's due. And, Brad, you've talked about this. It's been the excellence of execution tonight as well. Not only for Henry of Jones, but that offensive line, they stick with their blocks. They make the blocks downfield. They've just done a good job tonight.
Yeah, perfectly executed game plan there. ICC making, here we go again, back there in the backfield. Able to stick with that one back there. Good penetration by the ICC defense right there to make the tackle. A loss in, 3 or 4? I'm asking you, Adam. You can't see out the window.
I want to say 3.
Loss of 3.
It could have been 20 for you.
Yeah, I was trying to make you sound like you was right.
Just foggy out there. So the air works good.
It does.
Up here, way up here in the
ICC Alumni Association Foundation broadcast booth.
Yeah.
2nd down and 13. New quarterback of the game here. This is DJ Smith. He's seen some time in at quarterback. Play action fake. Time to throw. Steps up, avoids one tackle, slips off another tackle. Now he's going to break out to the open field, 30-yard line. Going to be ran out of bounds near the 30. Jumps the bench on the sideline and nearly takes out the same cheerleader twice as he come running back onto the field. And, guys, that play right there kind of just sums up the night. The Indians close, couldn't make the sack. Jones was able to slip off a tackle, get downfield, and move the chains once again.
Well, you got two style quarterbacks right there, and he's impressive. Smith is to me too, because you're going to get two different looks. Smith he's dangerous with his legs as he bobbles the snap there, but he cuts the corner and looks at Henry again and going to get the first down. Yes, but Smith impressive too. With Follis, you're looking at someone who he can run, but he throws the ball a little more. But Smith more with his legs, but he can also throw too. So again, two different styles, but good different looks there for Jones.
So it'll be a first down and 10. The ball is going to be at the 45-yard line here. Smith, still your quarterback. Henry in the backfield. And he's going to, play action fake. Pass over the middle is caught. Reeled in, and that's going to be good for another first down, as that was Kendall Coleman. Impressive catch there, because he knew he was going to get tattooed as soon as he reeled it in, but he was able to hold on for it and move the chains once again.
Yeah, throw it over the middle like that. Got a quick slant coming in, and as I said, something about his legs, and here he comes and throws a good pass right there. Perfect slant pattern.
Brad, they got two good-looking quarterbacks. Played very well tonight.
So it's first down and 10 here. Jones with the lead. With the lead.
It's okay. But, they're driving here, Mr. Ingram. They've crossed midfield now. And, again, the one thing that we've indicated, of course, we want to keep them out of the end zone, but they're just right now they're eating up our defense just like what they're doing here. Smith, again, using his legs. What did he get out of that? Probably 6 or 7?
Yards.
Yeah, that's what I say. So, they're beating us up. The defense is wore out, too. They're gassed.
So another positive pickup there for the Bobcats. It's going to bring up a second down and 5 situation here for Jones. As you said, they're just keeping it on the ground, throwing when they need to, just to keep the defense honest in this situation. Smith, still your quarterback. Henry in the pistol formation, 2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Henry going to get the handoff, cuts back to the wide open side of the field. Now back across the middle, gets down across the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. And right now, guys, it's just Jones and more Jones is all you can say.
And we're becoming a little bit fatigued out there on the defensive line, the linebackers. Give Jones credit. They blocked very well tonight. They run the ball well. They just, at this point, have outplayed us. 37-0, 2 minutes left in the third period.
Jones getting in some substitutions in this situation. As Smith is still going to be your quarterback. He's going to go with 5 wide here on a first down and 10 situation. Got to imagine you probably think he'll just step back and then run. And they're going to force him out of the pocket. No, he's going to throw, looking to the back of the end zone, wide open for the touchdown.
That's a great pass right there. And I'm going to tell you now.
They got a quarterback issue.
Yeah, they got 2 good quarterbacks, and he played that well, had some pressure, but then as a right-handed quarterback, stepped to his left, moved to his left, threw a little bit on the run there in a sense, hit the guy perfect in the end zone.
No about Nickelberry, his second touchdown catch of the night, Adam.
So waiting the kick here, the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Let's take a timeout. 44-0, Jones with the lead. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Due to the MACCC, the clock is now running as they lead it by 44-0. I believe it's 38 or 39 is the point spread whenever the clock starts running in this league here. So Jones will have another First American National Bank kickoff coming up here. First American National Bank is a proud supporter of their local communities and Itawamba Community College. They have locations serving you from Iuka to Tupelo. Just follow the flag to the First American National Bank location nearest you. And they're just going to simply pop this one up, and it's going to be called for a fair catch. And the guy that didn't call the fair catch catches the ball, tries to run forward. And so the Indians will have it with a first down and 10. That's going to do it for the third quarter of play. We'll take a timeout. Come back with the fourth quarter. Here from Ellisville, ICC trails at 44-0. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the fourth quarter of play here. ICC trailing this one 44-0. Guys, it's just one of those nights. The Braves have beat the boys. The Bobcats have taken advantage of every opportunity we've given them tonight. They lead at 44-0. You just put this one behind you, get ready for next week. That's all you can do.
That's what you do. You learn from your first game, Adam, and you play hard this fourth quarter. Yes, the game is, let's be honest, it's over. It's 44-0. But play hard, find a way to win some plays here in the fourth quarter and get ready for next week.
Indians go downfield trying to find Zay Davis on that fly route. He was double covered and just couldn't quite reel that one in. So now it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 situation here for the Indians.
And that was a good pass by Gurney. Good coverage, but good pass.
So the Indians will have it now, 2nd down and 10. It's going to get it out to Watts. Watts going to cut it right back up the middle of the field, and it's going to still be up. And he's going to be carried forward by a lineman there. Heads up play there. What looked to be a no gain on the play actually turns into a gain of 5.
Great effort here, Adam. And Brad, we talked about it. Yes, the ball game, we're down 44-0, but showing great effort here in the fourth period. Build on this for the future.
Yeah, I mean, you like to see the guys not giving up. Again, we are where we are. The clock's still running as it will. 44-0 situation, fourth quarter, first game of the season. But it is the first game, and that's what I want to remind everybody. So you don't want to see the team starting to give up. You want to see the fight, and you want to see something positive come out of this before the game's over with.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 5 situation. Green's going to try to run, and he's going to tuck it under and run out of bounds, and kind of dove after he got out of bounds, see if he couldn't buy a flag there from the referee. Didn't get the call. And so now it's going to be a 4th down and 3 after a gain of 2 on that situation.
Looks like going to punt.
I think Red Parker's back again to punt.
Parker, of course, having to come in the situation after Price was injured on a block punt. This Little Caesars punt getting set to come here for the Indians. Snaps a good one. Parker nearly had that one blocked. Pops this one up, and now it's finally going to take an Indian roll.
Yes.
As it's going to head down to about the 34-yard line is where the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Again, we want to remind everyone to visit letsgoicc.com. You can find schedules, score updates, stories, photos, and more there on letsgoicc.com. Follow us on social media as well at Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform. We got TikTok now.
No.
We do. It was one of those things Lee and I were like, yeah, do we really want to do this? And tell you what, it's taken off pretty well, so go follow us on TikTok.
I would, but I don't know how to get on.
I don't know how to do it either.
Well, we might get you to do a dance one day, Brad.
Well, I can do that.
So this is going to be a little tip pass forward, and the Indians are there, read it well, and made the play.
You know, if I had a TikTok or a social face, whatever, my name on there, I would have a different name. It'd be Mimo.
Mimo?
Yep.
Okay, is there any reason behind that?
Sounds like a good name to me, so that way I can do it undercover.
Yeah,
I like it.
Don't want to have the Brad out there, anything like that.
Yeah.
I want to be Mimo.
2nd down and 11 here as Smith is in at quarterback. New running back in the game. I believe that's maybe D. Burks, listed as a wide receiver. Can't tell if that's a 12 or a 15. As Smith stepping forward, avoids one guy. Now is going to roll out and throw that one away. And I'm going to say it did get across the line of scrimmage. Didn't really see anybody in that area. But the official says it was a legal forward pass.
Good pressure by Muscle White, the freshman linebacker, made a good play there. We're hustling, guys. I like to see this. As we mentioned, fourth quarter, 10:30 left in the ball game. The ball game is basically over, let's be honest. It's 44-0 Jones, but ICC Indians are playing hard here in the fourth period. I like it.
That is Omar Johnson in the backfield, so it was number 15 for the Bobcats. And he's hit and dropped. And that's going to be number 40, Jaquarius Thomas, coming in and making the play, a tackle for the loss.
Yeah, great job there. It's bringing up fourth down. Mr. Ingram, you're going to get to see that second punt from Jones that you didn't get to see.
That's right. And good effort by our defense guys. Show some versatility. Played very hard that series and forced a second punt here, Brad.
Yeah, again, it's positivity, things that we hope that we're carrying into this next week of practice as the whistle blows there. We got a flag on the play. And prepare for next week's matchup. They got Gulf Coast coming to town at Etowah.
Yeah, we've got 9 regular season games. This is just one game, first game of the year. We got a young team. We knew there'd be some challenges tonight. It has not gone like we wanted, but we can learn from it, get better in this fourth quarter, and get ready for next Thursday night at home, which will be a big, big game.
Got another flag down. No. I don't see anything yellow down to you.
I don't either.
We've got a stoppage, whatever it was.
And Adam, explain to our listeners and people watching this running clock here in the fourth period.
Well, Jim, a running clock is when the clock doesn't stop.
Well, I know that, but explain to them it's not going to stop for any reason.
No, it's not.
Because we're behind 44-0.
Yes.
I could have answered that one.
No, once you
appreciate you helping me there. Adam, thank you.
Once you hit 38, the clock continues to roll, whether it be timeouts. I don't think they run them here in injuries, but yes, the clock will run nonstop once you get that 38-point lead here in this league. That kick goes downfield. It's quite the delightful kick there, Mimo.
It really was.
Yeah.
Very delightful. And I appreciate you calling me Mimo because you're using my name now here that I'm going to pick out and do on social media. Very delightful, though.
Oh, me. With this radio broadcast and TV broadcast, it's going downhill a little bit.
It is. And if you're still listening and watching, hit us up on Twitter.
We're trying to have fun,
yes. Yeah, hit us up on Twitter.
Yeah.
At Let's Go ICC. You might win an autograph from Mimo.
I could do it.
About it.
So it'll be first down and 10 here for the Indians. Green staying in at quarterback. 2 receivers on both sides of the football. Now a man in motion, setting up 3 on the far side of the field. Green, plenty of time to throw. Loads up, goes downfield, looking, and just overthrows his man again in double coverage that time. The Bobcats just pretty much dropping back, saying, okay, if you're going to throw the ball, we're going to drop extra guys back and not really put a whole lot of pressure on your quarterback and just see if you can thread the needle and make a play.
Brad, we've had some interceptions tonight. I give Jones credit. We hadn't really got a lot of separation from their defensive backs when we run our long patterns. So, yes, we've had some problems where the quarterback maybe didn't throw the ball well, but we've also got to get some separation and give the quarterback and receiver an opportunity to complete the pass.
This is going to be a give to number 30. First time we've seen Roderick Patterson tonight on the carry, and that was a good aggressive run. Spun off a would-be tackler, able to fight forward for a gain of 5.
Yeah, again, Jones is displaying a lot of speed on defense, a lot of speed on offense. They're agile. They're able to make some moves here and there. They're bouncing off tackles. Again, when they're running the ball or when they catch and run, they're bouncing off of our tackles. Again, just making plays and continuing to make plays and extend the plays as he throws that one into.
Nearly picked off.
Yeah, almost triple coverage down there. But they do a good job. They're doing a great job with that. And so you got a fourth down situation here, and Indians will be
Parker will be trotting back out to kick here.
Yeah, punting again.
And Red Parker's done well tonight, guys, kicking the ball.
He has. He really has.
Our first final of the season. Northeast goes on the road and upsets number 7 Hines 20-3. Tigers with the win. As Parker booms this one. Little Caesars punt. Going to hit and roll forward, taken at the 21-yard line. Trying to get a return, and he's going to be hit and actually drop back. And they're going to mark him down at the 15, so good coverage after a really good kick that time from Parker.
Jordan Milton, the linebacker of South Panola, made a great play there for the Indians, made a good tackle. Give Milton credit. A lot of hustle there on that punt.
You owe Jeremy Miller an autograph. Former basketball player at ICC says he's still watching here on Let's Go ICC,
Really?
and he wants an autograph.
Well,
we got you, Jeremy.
I got it. I mean, it'd be the first one that's ever wanted it.
And I'm sure it's worth a lot of money. No doubt.
No, now you're just pumping me full of hot air, Mr. Ingram. Up here in this high altitude, it's starting to get to you. And,
this is going to be a give by the Bobcats up the middle. That's going to be number 15 on the carry, Omar Johnson. And he's able just to fight that one forward, a gain of almost 7 on that first down carry. Coming up inside 5 minutes to play in the contest. Jones leading this one 44-0. We encourage you to stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank postgame report. As this one's going to give Johnson once again. He's going to try to get the corner. Not going to do so. Fumbles the ball, but it goes out of bounds. And so a nice job there by the Indians, forcing him to go east to west and not letting him turn that corner and get upfield.
Yes, most definitely. Again, Edwamba showing the speed out there to get the defense out there, like you said, where he's not able to cut up field. Hadn't been able to do that all night, but tonight right here again, we're seeing some positivity here in the third and fourth quarter. A lot of fight in the Indians and continuing to fight and find the positive things to take into next week.
3rd down and 6 is the situation. Pressure coming. Here's the release, but the ball is caught, and it's going to be good for another Bobcat first down. Man, the Indians have just been that close all night tonight to making a play. And again, you go back to that very first touchdown run for 45 yards. What would have been a tackle for a loss of 15 turns into a 45-yard touchdown run. It just makes you wonder what the mindset would have been for the Indians had they made that play.
No doubt about it, Adam. We're a young team early in the game on the road. Had them stopped, and he broke it, and they took the momentum. And let's be honest, they've taken that momentum from that play in the first quarter, and it's carried throughout the entire ball game.
Omar Johnson on the carry again there for Jones. Gets the ball out to the 40-yard line with 3:25 to play.
I'm going to tell you, though, that DJ Smith, though, he's still out there, and he's made a lot of those plays, and he's really, really been impressive to me and how he's handled himself in the quarterback position back there.
Smith still your quarterback. Johnson in the backfield with him. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. And it's going to be a give to Johnson. He gets the corner, lowers his head, fights forward, and another solid pickup there for Johnson. You know, we talk about we're singing the praises of Johnson right now. We've talked about the play of Robert Henry. Those guys aren't moving the ball downfield like they are if it's not for those big offensive linemen up front.
Yeah, and that's, you know, I mean, and you're right. And that's where you've got to give credit where credit is due to. And I know when the running back, the quarterback, when they go in, and they're going to thank those guys, and they always do. But you're right. I mean, the O-line deserves a lot of credit, and they kind of don't get that credit a lot of times when you look at a game like this because their names aren't the ones that are making it to the end zone. You're not hearing the yardage being racked up. We're not calling their names on plays. But, yeah, they're out there in the trenches, and they're doing the hard work helping out their teammates.
So it's going to bring up, actually it was a 3rd down and 1, needed 1, got 2. So now it's going to be a 1st down and 10 situation here for Jones. Coming up on 2 minutes to play here in the contest. ICC trailing this one 44-0. Bad snap. Smith able to run forward and get it. Now he's going to get it. Turns it into a positive gain. Man, again, just one of those plays that was a busted play. All of a sudden it was a bad snap. Smith able to fight forward, grab it, run forward, and pick up positive yardage. It's a train rolling through here in Ellisville.
Train.
And it's good for a 1st down after that carry. Pistol formation and handoff in the backfield. And try to get to the outside. Is going to run out of bounds and won't stop the clock in that sense, but it was carried that time by Trent Howell. More positive yardage there. 1:15 to play in the contest. you go ahead and wrap this up. And I'm only saying this as a Notre Dame fan, that ugly crimson and yellow.
Because that's USC.
USC.
Yeah. I get what I hear what you're stepping in. It's not so I smell it. I'm sorry.
There you go.
The altitude is really doing things to my head. I just don't know.
Inside a minute to play now.
Still shocked to call myself Nemo.
You're in a gaze. As this was going to be fight forward, and Trent Howell on the carry. TJ started playing the music during the play that time. Is down to 30 seconds, and that should do it here from Ellisville as ICC is going to drop the season opener by the final score of 44-0. We're going to take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report here from Ellisville right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more. Like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're in the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Your final score here from Jones is the number 11 Bobcats picking up a 44-0 win here over the Indians. Guys, from the opening kick to the final bell, it was all Jones tonight, and they executed in every aspect of the game. Didn't have any turnovers. The special teams was good. The offensive line was great. The running backs were impressive. Dual quarterback system worked. All you can do is tip your cap and say, hey, you got us today.
Yeah, I agree. And, again, and we'll never know, and we always talk about the ifs and all that, but, you know, that play back there where we were going to we had them on defense, we were going to stop them here, probably forcing a punt early in the game, I would think, because of how far we had them backed up. Got away, slipped out, which they did all night. Even after that, kudos to Jones for how they were able to, again, after making initial contact, bounce off and keep the play alive, keep things going. They did that all night. Again, their speed. They have a ton of speed. Got a lot of speed on defense. It just confused us. We weren't ready for this, in my opinion, and that's fine. But what we've got to do now is, Mr. Ingram, put this behind us. Hey, we got another game coming up next week. Like you said earlier, you said it. This is game one of a nine-game schedule. Game one. Let's get in here. We got to go back to the drawing board. Let's put things together. Got to put this behind us so that way we can get ready for Gulf Coast next week.
Guys, let me say this. We got beat 44-0, and they put it on us. But I saw some positives. Number one positive, we never gave up. We played better in the third and fourth quarter. We never gave up. We played hard. The better team won, but like you said, we can build off this, build off what we did in the third and fourth quarter. I know Coach Cannon is showing the film, showing where they can improve, and he can show, hey, y'all did this positive in third and fourth quarter. We need to carry that over until next week's game, our first home opener, against another quality football team.
Absolutely. Take a look at some of the scores throughout the league. East Mississippi's up 24-0 over Colin. That's starting the fourth quarter. It's Pearl River up 28-17 over Holmes. That's starting the fourth quarter as well. And then it's Gulf Coast. They have rallied to take a 24-21 lead over Northwest. 8 minutes to play in the contest there. So, guys, that's kind of just a quick look at some of the scores throughout the conference. As you said, put it behind us. This game's over with. Nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Learn from it. What do we look forward to next week?
I think we'll improve next week. As we mentioned, watch the film, look at the positives in the third and fourth quarter. You know, unfortunately, we think our punter got hurt, and we'll see how he's going to do. Other players look like they're healthy. Hey, first game's over with. Get some jitters. We played a good football team, but hey, we're going to have our home crowd next week. Home opener. Let's play hard. We need to improve in some areas. I think we will. We'll come out a different football team next Thursday night.
Absolutely. ICC fans, do make your way out to the field next week. 6:30 will be that First American National Bank kickoff between your ICC Indians and Gulf Coast Bulldogs. We would like to thank tonight's sponsors: Renaissance Bank, Davis Ford, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Little Caesars, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, the ICC BSU, Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, and your Itawamba County State Farm Agent Brennan Pollen. ICC fans, remember you can keep up with all 11 of ICC's intercollegiate athletic programs by visiting letsgoicc.com and by following Let's Go ICC on your favorite social media platform. Join us tomorrow as men's soccer will play host to Andrew College out of Georgia. That First American National Bank opening kick will come your way at 2:30 right here on the Red Channel, weather pending. And the football team will be back in action next Thursday, as we mentioned, again for their home opener against Gulf Coast. The Davis Ford pregame show cranks up at 6 p.m. on Super Talk 101.9 FM and Let's Go ICCTV.com, the Red Channel. So for Jim Ingram, Dr. Brad Boggs, Lee Adams, Raphael Henry, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Ellisville as ICC drops the season opener 44-0 to the number 11 Jones County Bobcats. So long, have a blessed evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle in the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.